everybody. As you can see, I'm wearing Honkai stuff. I wanted to try it out, and I don't know, I was just kind of missing Honkai and stuff. So, but yeah, I'm back home, everyone. Well, I've been back, but I had to fix some things with my PC, and I did what I could. You know, I replaced one of my fans, which I think is the most important part. And also, right before the stream, I picked up my cable package and I got my second monitor working again. So, yeah, it's all happening at the same time. So I'm so happy. I was able to fix everything all before the stream, so I'm glad I can finally stream with my second monitor. So yippee! Also, thanks for the super, guys. Thank you. Thank you, me, Jackson, and Raisha. Thanks, guys. Thank you, everyone. Nicey, everyone. Oh gosh, so many. Thanks for the Aka. Thank you, guys. Wow, I have so many stories to tell you guys. I'm so excited. I actually wrote a 4-page document. Well, they're very tiny text, so it's like font 10, and I have a lot to share. Just a very summarized version of my trip, so I could have written a lot more, or maybe in detail, but I pretty much wrote a summary of my whole trip since I've been kind of gone for a while, and I'll do my best to try to remember everything, but if I miss something but remember it later, I'll be sure to tell you guys later. And also, I actually got a few photos I'd like to share to you guys too. I took some photos from the trip, and I got a few of them approved. So I will show you guys what I can show. I'm still waiting on the other stuff, or other photos, but I'm still waiting on those, but I do have a few I can show. So, stay tuned for the storytelling and such. And I have so much to say to you guys, but I'm so glad to be back. It's been a chaotic 2 weeks. So, I'll do my best to tell you guys everything that I can remember as far as I know. And I just want to say I'm really, really glad that I'm back, because I wanted to stream again and play some of the new updated games and stuff. I know I'm still missing out on Honkai Star Rail story, and also part 2 of Honkai Impact 3 just started too, so I'm like, too much is happening all at once. So yeah, I will be sure to catch up. There's also a new series I've been looking into playing as well, so I'm excited to try that one out as well. Alone in the Dark is part of my itinerary for this week. Hopefully it releases on time, because at least according to Steam, it says that day is when it's supposed to release. So hopefully it's not like a weird time zone weirdness thing where it's like, oh, actually it releases at 12 a.m. or some shit like that. I don't know. Something like that. So hopefully I got that right. But if not, I can just switch it up or swap Honkai Star Rail or something. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah. Also, if you guys didn't already see it, there's a song cover premiere on Friday? Question mark? Yeah. Yes, I think. On Friday. And yeah, that's what we got so far. So yeah. This will be probably not the last, but I would say song cover until a few months later is when I'll show another one. I'm cooking. I've been cooking a lot, guys, so I'm trying my best, and I have a lot for the future. So yeah. Sorry, I'm like so energized right now and kind of overly excited to share. Gosh, this is gonna be quite a bit of a long one. Hopefully I can try to make it or include everything that I remember. If there's something again that I don't remember, I'll try my best to remember it later. or else will remind it, or someone else will probably tell you the better detailed version of it, or you know, something like that. I don't know. So, anyways, let's start from the very beginning. Also, thanks for the Supers, guys. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. So I went on my flight to Japan, and honestly, I don't really have too much to share with the flight. It's just the typical, you know, long 10-hour, 13-hour. Wait, what? Claude is not modded? Oh shit! Wait, really? Wait, what the fuck? Oh, hi Claude. Wait, you're not modded? Wait, what? I'm usually up to date with these type of things. Are you serious? No! Oh gosh. Okay, let me fix that. Oh gosh. Oh god, this is so embarrassing. Hold on, I'm fixing it. Sorry. How did I forget? You know, honestly, not being modded on someone's channel, especially, well, if, you know, not being modded on, like, a different Niji Livers channel is kind of embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. I felt this before, actually. This has happened to me before, and I understand the pain and embarrassment that it is, but let me fix that right now. I'm pretty sure it might just be TTT, so let me fix it. Okay, save. Okay, it should work now if you refresh, hopefully. I hope it works. Is this just a rite of passage? Okay, I think it's fixed. So, okay, there it is. You should be good now. Where was I? Flight. Okay, I'm just gonna read exactly what I kind of wrote on this bullet point list that I put. But let's see. So I went on my flight to Japan. Nothing crazy. Nothing too weird about it. Well, actually, I watched Trolls. I watched the movie Trolls, the first movie, because I've already seen the second and third movie like a billion times already. And ended up watching the first movie because they had it on the plane. And I was like, oh my gosh, wait, Trolls? So I watched the first movie, but didn't get to finish it because I already... I kind of watched it near the end, so... I didn't get to finish it until the trip back home. And then, yeah. So that was pretty much it. I just watched a bunch of movies. And I binge watched the entire movie. Well, maybe just like 2.5-ish. I started watching Blade because I was kind of curious about what the whole thing was about that movie series. So I just watched Blade. I don't know, I just thought, oh, vampire hunters, but he's also a vampire too, and I don't know, it was really strange. It was a very, very, very strange, very adult movie. I didn't expect so much weirdness to happen in that movie, but it was pretty funny and good and interesting. I can't remember what else I watched during that flight. I think I slept through most of it, so... And I was just sitting next to this lady who was kind of feeling a bit stressed, but I tried to help her out by de-stressing whatever she was going through. So she was like looking for a charger, and thankfully I had the same charger type, so I gave her my charger for the entire flight because I didn't think I was gonna use it, so I just gave it to her. And I don't know, I tried my best to make it easy for her. She seemed kind of stressed, so I was like, oh, it's okay, you know, it's okay, relax, it's alright, you know, everything's gonna be okay. Like, I don't know, there was just like super minor things that she was just not having. I was like, I'll try to make it easier for you, so. That's about it though. And then I arrived in Japan. And first thing I went through was, you know, the customs and passport stuff and easy peasy stuff. Grabbed my luggage. And I pretty much let actually Millie said she was gonna come pick me up at the airport, so I pretty much waited or met up with Millie at the airport. And then I think we took the train, I think. Yeah, I think we took the train to the place that I was gonna stay at. I stayed in my own place while Millie was in her own as well. But the funny part was the place I was staying at was like on the 3rd floor and there was no elevators, so and I had a huge ass luggage suitcase and I had no choice but to take it up the very narrow staircase. And so me and Millie, we basically teamed up together, at one on each side of my suitcase. And keep in mind, this was a really huge suitcase, like super large, and it was very heavy. So we basically carried it upstairs like mover style, like, you know, when like the moving team, like when you move houses and stuff, they like carry stuff and help each other out. It was kind of like that. And we went up 3 floors and we were both out of breath. We were like like when we got to the top, we were like, holy shit. Now we have to think about like how we're gonna get it back down later. And well, later I'll tell you what I did later, because I was actually by myself when I did that, because I didn't want to ask for help. So so yeah, I pretty much settled in my place, and I'll tell you exactly my experience with that later in the night too, because I have something very in particular about the place I stayed at. So I settled in, and next thing you know, everyone's pretty much, you know, there, or you know, half of us have made it there. So we decided we were going to eat dinner together. And so we decided to go eat at one of my favorite places, which is Sushi Doll. I really love Sushi Doll. It's just, you know, like Japanese conveyor belt sushi, and they have the little fancy tablet where you can order and it'll just arrive at your table and whatnot. So it was nice. And I basically ate with who was there? It was Petra, Millie, Uki, and Shu and Claude. And I've actually already met everyone except my first time was meeting Shu and Claude for the first time. So so it was very fun. We had a very nice dinner. Also, there was a Genshin collab that was going on during the whole thing. And, well, I think they were all kind of out. And wait, hold on. Claude the Unmod. Wait, is he still unmodded? I didn't get to confirm this. Hopefully it fixed. I don't know if I missed any more afterwards, but it's okay though. But yeah, the collab. Okay, it worked. Yeah, there was a Genshin Impact collab at Sushiro, and they ran out of all the prize stuff, so I just got like these little. They're not really stickers. It's just like these little plastic thingies with Ayaka and Toma's face on it. So yeah, I got one of Ayaka and Toma, and that was basically it, I believe. That's all I wrote down, so I don't know if anything else happened that night, but basically we all just kind of met up and yeah, we just had dinner, and then I had to spend my first night at my place. And boy, let me tell you guys, it was the most scariest thing I have ever experienced. Because the place I stayed at, and although I am very, very, very appreciative of where I'm staying, I basically had the help of Millie set the whole thing up too, so very, very much appreciated. But I will have to admit, the place I stayed at was kind of scary. Because when I was sleeping in my room, I ended up trying to turn off most of the lights, but my bedroom door had a weird slit window, and it was really odd, but I did not like that there was light behind it, but if I turned it off, then it would be pitch black, and so it looks like a bright figure could be seen through it, maybe, like potentially, I was having Delulu thoughts of something just appearing behind the slit window. I don't know. I don't like the idea of my bedroom having a my bedroom door having a window. I don't like that. I did not like that at all. And worst part is, the whole room, the whole place, it's very tiny, and honestly, it kind of looks like something straight out of a Chilisart game. Like, I don't know, just think of a very tiny, like, I don't know, apartment place. And honestly, it looked like Chilisart game, like, vibes. And that's why I was having a hard time sleeping that night, because all I could think about was how I was actually experiencing my real life Chilisart games, like, house. So it was really scary, but I ended up trying to... I think I actually left the lights on that night, actually. And I went to bed, and yeah, that's basically what happened. I got used to it, or I got better at it later on, and I figured out a better method of dealing with it, but I ended up just trying to sleep in pitch black, because it's better than having to see some light, I guess. I don't know how I survived, but that happened. So yeah, that was my first day, kind of, in Japan. Oh boy. Okay, this one is funny. This one is gonna be a hell of a story to tell you guys. First day. So I wouldn't even count the first day being, like settling in and stuff, having dinner real quick and all. Honestly, this was the real first day of being in Japan for, the entirety of the day. So, so I woke up, and I think some people wanted to pick up some necessities, and I don't remember who exactly. I think it was... I can't remember if it was Shu or Claude, but I remember both of them said that they were gonna go to... I think it was... Was it GU or Uniqlo? I can't remember. They're very similar, but I think we went there. Or maybe they're next to each other. I don't remember. But... but... I think we went to Uniqlo. I think that's the one. I believe. We went to the big one in Ginza, I think. I don't remember. It was like super huge. But I met up with Shu and Claude there, and because I wanted to also do some clothing shopping myself. So so I ended up doing clothing shopping, but honestly, I wasn't really there for myself. I was pretty well, like, prepared and all, so I didn't really need much. I was kind of just there for them because I was kind of... I didn't really have, like, an itinerary or anything that I personally had. I was gonna be the person who would just kind of tag along with whatever everyone else had plans for, or whatever everyone else was doing together and such, so... So yeah, I just came and hung out with them. And then, so the guys, I think they bought stuff, or I don't know. They bought whatever necessities they needed. And this this is still in the afternoon in the day. And then right at the end, Shu Yamino randomly says to me and Claude, and he's like, "Hey guys, I have plans and I will be leaving now. I gotta go somewhere else." And I was like, "Oh, okay. I guess I'll see you, Shu. Bye." And then basically Shu left us, and now it was just me and Claude. It was just Claude and I, and we were like, "Wow, okay. What now?" So basically we didn't eat yet, so I was like, okay, let's just go eat nearby somewhere. So we went to a cafe nearby, and then basically we just ate, and we got to know each other, because honestly I actually still didn't really know much about Claude. So it was kind of like a weird, like, get to know each other type interaction, I guess you could say. We just ate breakfast or lunched, and then we just got to know each other through that. And then honestly, Claude doesn't seem to be the type that's very initiative, so I tried my best not to make things super awkward. So I was like, okay, what are some ideas that I can suggest so it's less awkward? Because honestly, I'm not sure if I can sit here and listen to him talk about Counter-Strike. Like, I don't know what else I can say or do. So I thought, ooh, how about we go to an aquarium? So I looked it up, and the one closest to us that we could go to was the Art Aquarium Ginza. So it's basically, it's not really an aquarium based, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's not really an aquarium, but it's like a museum using like goldfish and stuff as like their main thing. And they just make it very creative and artsy out of it. So never going to live this down. I'm sorry, Claude. I might embarrass you a lot in this stream. I'm gonna embarrass you a lot, so I hope you're ready. Hope you're ready for that. But we went to the Art Aquarium Ginza. You can look it up. It's super pretty. Actually, this is the part where I can show you guys pictures, because this one is one of the few that I can show. So let me see where I can show you guys. Okay, so here are some pictures of the art museum. Or sorry, it's like a fish aquarium museum. You'll know when I show you the picture. Hold on. Boom. This is what it looks like. I took a lot of photos, and basically we just kind of wandered around and just was sightseeing the aquarium and stuff. Yeah, there was like a ton of fish in there, guys. It was awesome. Look at that. It's so beautiful. I think I was enjoying myself way too much, but it was too pretty. A lot of Finana. Yeah! My family. So yeah, these were some of the pictures I took. There's a couple more. I didn't add too many photos because I thought it would take too long to verify them, but it pretty much looked like something like this. Or there's also this one. This one actually changes colors, so it's kind of like a weird RGB color changing area. So it's really beautiful, and there's fishes in each of those little containers. And then there's also this. I thought this one was super cool. Like, look at this. It's so beautiful. It was super duper pretty. It was like a, I don't really know how to describe it, but it was like a tree. A tree in the middle, and then it was surrounded by a bunch of crazy art stuff that I don't know how to express in words. But yeah, it's super pretty, and it's mostly dark in there, so all of the colors really pop out, and you know, it's just really pretty. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. This is super pretty. It's not a huge place, but it's still fun to go through and whatnot, so but yeah, this is all the pictures that I have. I don't have any more, so but it's super pretty. Yeah, like I think it was like flower arrangements and whatnot. It was super pretty. I'm also I don't even know how I was able to get in, honestly, because I was actually just trying to buy the tickets online, and I had to use my Nihongo reading skills. Because the website was all in Nihongo, and I was like, oh, god damn it, how am I gonna buy these tickets? Okay, I guess I'll try my best. Ganbarimasu. And I did everything I could, and it worked. It worked somehow. I guess my Nihongo is really good, so... but yeah, so we went to the aquarium. There was a souvenir shop at the end, and we just kind of shopped a little around there, and yeah, I think that was it for that. But oh god, okay, my next bullet point, this is funny. So after that, you know, it was kind of short, so we weren't there all day or anything. It was a really short museum run. And I was like, oh, that was kind of short. And then I kind of wanted to go to another one, but a little bit more aquarium based than museum. So I was looking at some aquariums, and I ended up going to another aquarium, which is the one at Tokyo Skytree, and I basically dragged Claude there. It was so funny, but you know, I wanted to go to an aquarium that wasn't like a museum thingy, and more like an actual aquarium where there's fish and all, and different kinds and stuff. So we went to Tokyo Skytree Aquarium, and there was also a Genshin Impact collab again, although it was sold out, so we couldn't really get any tickets or anything. But they were doing a Skytree collab with Genshin, which is really, really cool, but didn't get to participate or anything. Maybe next time, but I'm sure those are like really hard to get anyway, so it's no biggie. So yeah, we went there and we basically took photos. I don't have any photos to show here though, unfortunately. I'm still trying to see if I can get them approved. But what I really wished I could have showed you guys was this really, really cute penguin soda that we had at the end. Claude and I, we got this like penguin soda. It's basically kind of similar to melon soda, but it's blue. So it's not melon soda, it's like, I don't know, like a blueberry soda. I guess. I don't know. But the penguin soda was so cute, guys. Like, it wasn't just like any ordinary drink. It was like, there was like a ice cube in there, but it was shaped like a penguin on top of an iceberg. It was basically a penguin on top of an iceberg, and it was floating on the cup, or like in the drink, to make it look like it was actually penguins in the, you know, in the Arctic. And it was awesome. I gotta show you the photo. It's so cool. Like, the way I'm describing it is not probably gonna be a picture in your mind that you can come up with, but I'll see if I can show it. And we also got churros as well with it too. Chocolate churros, but it was kind of ass. The churros were kind of ass. I will not lie. The only thing redeeming about it was the chocolate inside it, because I don't know, I like chocolate, but honestly the churro itself was kind of ass. It's kind of dry and tasteless, but it is what it is though. But yeah, we saw a bunch of fishes, and there was penguins, and we just kind of watched the penguins and stuff. There was like staff members interacting with them and feeding them. There was also like seals and stuff. And there was also another souvenir shop at the end as well. And I kind of bought a couple of things. Honestly, it was just like weird dangly stuff like squishies and stuff like that. I don't know. I like squishy stuff, so I just buy a bunch of those. So, yeah. So we basically finished up that aquarium, and it was kind of near like dinner time-ish, and then at this point I have not met up with another person who has arrived. And that person is Wilson. I have not seen Wilson yet, but after the aquarium, Claude and I basically explored a little bit of the mall, and then finally we got to meet up with Wilson for the first time. Well, I think they've met already, I think. But I have not seen Wilson before, so I met Wilson, and he's definitely the person I expected. It was awesome. But yeah, met Wilson, and then we all went to eat dinner that night together with the rest of the group, and we did karaoke. So we did karaoke and ate dinner together, and honestly, I don't really know how late we stayed there, but we sung our hearts out. And I guess there were a couple of there were some very questionable song choices we've made. Actually, one in particular, and I don't think it was, well, I don't know if it was this dinner in particular, because we went in karaoke like probably 3 times or 4 times, but one of them, I believe, okay, this might not be from this dinner, but I think I know one of the songs were it was birthday sex. We also sang Baby by Justin Bieber, and we were just kind of I don't know what happened to the playlist. We were singing like some really good anime and like J-pop songs and stuff, but then all of a sudden we kind of just switched it up to sing some crazy shit like like that. So it was really funny. Like I was just laughing and dying like so hard. Also, when we were singing Baby by Justin Bieber, the person who was singing Ludacris, I'm calling you out, Claude, sorry, but he was Ludacris. Yeah, that was basically it. So we just ate dinner, ended the day. So yeah, that was kind of a chaotic day, but I feel like that day I think that the first day in Japan, honestly, it was just to get to know Claude. Because I just spent the entire day with him and just getting to know this guy and realizing how baby girl this guy is. This guy is baby girl, and you know, his chat calls him like a mix of, I don't know, well, it's kind of a debate, but I feel like he's both like a dog and cat person, because like he's like the kind of person that doesn't initiate, I guess. So he's just like, he like leaves it up to you, and I'm like basically doing everything for this guy. I'm the one making the plans, and he just kind of goes along with it. So I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, but that was basically that whole day, just getting to know Claude and what his origin is. Oh god. Actually, this is one of the first few questions he asked me, because it was kind of out of the blue, but when we were eating lunch that day, he was like, what's your origin? Like, that was legit the question he asked me, and I had no idea what the hell he was talking about. I was like, huh? Origin? Like, my lore? Or... I didn't know what he was talking about when he said that to me. hey, my bit. His origin. I didn't know how to answer that question because I don't know, I'm socially awkward already enough, so I don't know how I would be able to tell someone my whole origin and how much I would even say or like not say. So I didn't know what to start with. So it was kind of a difficult question for me. So he just started asking random stuff like my favorite songs and stuff. But even then I couldn't really say much because I was like super open-minded to a lot of songs. So a lot of the questions were just, I don't know, I like any kind of song. Or, you know, whenever he asked whatever I liked, I would just be like, I don't know, I like a lot of things. Or I don't know, like favorite anime? I don't know, I have a lot of favorites for different reasons. So it was just so hard for me to answer those, but I did my best. I don't usually talk on a normal basis, so yeah. Anyways though, that was the whole day. And the next day I think it was the off collab karaoke, right? The offline karaoke? I think we did that, right? Was that on the 28th? JST question mark? Oh, I don't know. I think the karaoke was the next day. I think. Well, anyways, it's on this list of bullet points, so I'm gonna talk about the off-collab karaoke. Which, by the way, thanks to Claude for hosting it. I was kind of nervous, and also, sorry, I didn't really pick a lot of songs because, I was kind of busy. Like, I had so much going on, that I couldn't really think of a lot of songs, and I was super busy. So, I kind of just, like, chose one song I knew half confidently, and then the rest I kind of would just join in whenever. Or, like, everyone would sing together type deal. So, it was really fun, though. I really enjoyed listening to everyone sing and stuff, and it was really nice. I was kind of nervous, though, and kind of shy. And honestly, I was shaking a lot because it was my first time singing in front of in front of them, because I'm kind of like used to singing with LazuLight and not having too much of an issue, but I've never sung it with like, I don't know, 10 other people in the same room. So, and also it was like my first time meeting them too, so it was just kind of hazukashii. Maybe I would have been a little used to maybe the girls, maybe even more too, but the guys were there too, so I was just like, oh gosh, this is too much. Too much pressure. But I still really enjoyed it, and I don't know, I think my confidence grew a little bit more afterwards, so it was really fun. But I will admit, we were very tired after the stream. Like, I think our voices were half hurting, and we were just like, holy shit, that was crazy. We were so tired, but we had so much fun. We were like, wow, I can't believe that just happened. So yeah, that day I don't really remember what happened. All I wrote was we had yakiniku that day, so yeah, we had some fancy yakiniku, and I have to say, yakiniku is so good. I'm not much of a meat person, but I really did enjoy it because it's super duper good, and it just like melts in your mouth and everything, and yakiniku in Japan is just the best. So yeah, let's see, on the next bullet point I have, okay, so this is the next day. We basically go on our own separate ways, and we sleep, blah blah blah. And then the next day, I found out my laptop was dead, and I forgot to bring my laptop charger. So I went on a short solo adventure to one of the top, well, I don't know, I'm not really sure how to describe this place, but I went to a place that's kind of very well known, I believe, in Japan. At least I assume so, because it's pretty big. But I went on a solo adventure to Bikukamura, which is... there's like a lot of locations of big camera, and I was hoping to find a laptop charger, but the issue is my laptop was a Razer brand, and also I don't think they easily sell the chargers separately on its own, so it was kind of difficult, especially being in a different country and all. It's really hard to kind of look for that. So but it was still kind of a learning experience for me, because I went on my own and I tried my best with my Nihongo skills to ask around for my Razer laptop charger. And even if it wasn't a Razer laptop charger, I tried asking to see if there was a... honestly, I don't even know if I even had the right power amount or wattage. So, I don't know. I just kind of asked for a random ass number that seemed kind of big to me. 90? Like 90 or 100 watts? I don't know. That was the wattage amount I asked, but I don't think that was probably what I needed anyways. And when I bought all those stuff, it didn't work. I plugged it in and it wasn't doing shit, so I guess I really did need the original charger after all. So when I found out, like, you know, that wasn't working, I was kind of sad because I brought everything and I wanted to stream a little bit in between, but I couldn't do so. So sad. But then I was also panicking too, because I was like, wait, I have a song cover I have to release. Which was the Moon Halo one. Which I have to say, by the way, thank you guys for supporting the Moon Halo song cover premiere. I did that all through my phone. Like, I just downloaded the video through my phone and I just uploaded it through the YouTube app. And I'm really surprised how I was able to do that. Actually. It was awesome. But yeah. I didn't know I could do it all through my phone, so I guess for future reference, I guess I can, whenever I'm out and about, I can still do it. So the only thing though that was a bit tedious though was filling out the descriptions and stuff, because I still had to fix all of that, but it's fine. But yeah, thank you guys for showing support for Moon Halo. I actually was working on Moon Halo for quite a while. Well, I think I started the project in December, I believe. December, November-ish. So, it was in the works for a while. And finally I was able to release it last month. And yeah. And I had a lot of fun doing it, and I'm glad I was able to release it with LazuLight, because honestly, I don't think it would ever be the same without it, you know, because I've always wanted to do a Honkai Impact 3rd song cover with LazuLight, so because I feel like our voices are very good together, so I think Moon Halo was the best choice, so yeah. But let's see. Okay, sorry. Going back to that day, after I had the laptop charger fiasco, I wanted to go to another aquarium. Another aquarium. Well, one in particular that I've went to before. I knew I went to an aquarium in Shinagawa, but I don't recall, like, I thought it was called the Shinagawa Aquarium, but actually the one I went to before was the Maxell Aqua Park. But it was also a Shinagawa Aquarium, so when I looked up Shinagawa Aquarium, I thought that was the one, but it brought me to a totally different place, and I was like, no, this doesn't look like the one I remember. But oh well, hey, it's an aquarium still, who cares? So, I told everyone, hey, if you want to come to the aquarium, come meet me at this time. And because I think there was like well, actually there was like some shows that were happening there, so you know, I thought I can make it. So I arrived there and I got there really early, but I was like, okay, it's fine. But I waited for like an hour to an hour half-ish, I think. I waited for a while, actually. I was kind of early, but at the same time, people were also running late too. So I was like, God damn it. Why me? It's always me. I'm always the first one there. I'm always arriving on time or too early. But it's always me. I'm the type that's always like there early or on time. Like even if I feel like I'm gonna be late, I still arrive on time and such. So, but I waited for everyone for an hour, and then I think what was it? I believe everyone showed up, and we basically all went to go see the aquarium. And there was also a seal show, and it was the cutest darn thing ever. And there was also a dolphin show right afterwards too. So, we watched those ones. It was like a very small show, but it was still interesting and fun to watch. So, and I saw this weird talking tree with a face on it, and it kind of scared the crap out of me. So yeah, there was this random tree structure at the aquarium, but it had a projected face on it, so it was kind of weird looking. But yeah. So that was my experience at Shinagawa Aquarium. We went to souvenir shops and whatnot. And then afterwards, okay, I have photos. Hold on. I'm gonna prep. Okay. So after the Shinagawa Aquarium, oh, you know what? I totally did not include this. What the hell? Wait. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I don't think I included what date I went to the 4th aquarium. Wait. No, I think it was on the same day, but I forgot to put it down. I think... No, wait. Yeah, I think right afterwards. Yeah, right after Shinagawa Aquarium, we went straight to the other one. Right afterwards, we were like, hey, let's go to the actual aquarium we were trying to go to in the first place. So, I relocated us back to the original, initial planned aquarium we wanted to go to, because I went there before, which was the Aqua Park, Maxwell Aqua Park. So we went there straight after. This motherfucker was like, I want to see the cooler dolphin show, and we all hopped in taxis. Yeah, we all hopped in taxis and we arrived there, and oh god, there was this there's this really huge hill that you have to climb to get into the aquarium. Like, that place is so weirdly structured to the point that you have to climb a steep ass hill, and you kind of get a little out of breath afterwards. I remember when like the girls went in like our own taxi and the guys went in their own, and so when the girls first arrived, we were like, holy shit. This fucking hill is so fucking steep, and it's so long. But yeah, we got into the okay, I'm just saying all of this from the top of my head since I didn't write it down, but I know first thing we, you know, bought the tickets and whatnot, and we got in, and the first thing we did, this is really funny, but the first thing we did was there was this weird photo taking like area, and there was like a staff member there taking photos for people. It's kind of like one of those paid photography stuff, but we ended up deciding to take photos there because Millie really loves taking pictures, and so we all did a group photo together for memory, and we just we just basically took a group photo, and she got like these merchandise made with it and stuff, so it was really nice and cute. It was a little goofy, but yeah. And then afterwards we just explored the entire aquarium, and eventually we were able to find the place where they host the dolphin shows, and they were kind of like doing some dolphin practice stuff, and I was looking at the schedule for it, and I said, hey guys, you know, there's a dolphin show at night. Like, apparently there's like different shows or like different themes, I guess. They have like daytime shows, but there was one called a night show, which I believe it's just with the lights off and the, you know, there's like pretty lighting and stuff, which is the one I experienced before anyway. So we basically hung out at the aquarium until the dolphin show time, and we all sat together, had some little ice cream and stuff, and we watched the dolphin show. It was really pretty and just like I remembered it, but to be honest, it was a bit more majestic and elegant this time around. The last time I watched it, it was like kind of a bit more high energy and energetic, but this time around it was kind of just like relaxing and stuff. But it was still fun to watch and really cute and super. They were like super duper smart dolphins, so it was really fun, and I think everyone enjoyed it. So I'm glad that everyone agreed to go, because I think that they would have never gotten to experience that. So I just wanted to do something fun with everyone. So yeah, and then afterwards we had a reservation to go to the Eorzea Cafe. Right after the show, we had a reservation at the Eorzea Cafe, Final Fantasy XIV collab, and it was awesome. And let me tell you guys, I have photos, and I can show these, but guess who I got? I got so basically when you order stuff, you would be able to get these free coasters, like cup coaster stuff or whatever. And basically, I got I got Dancred! I got Dancred! Yippee! I was so happy! And, well, actually, I think I asked... Okay, I might have done some trading, so this may or may not be too accurate, but... I did some trading with some people because I really wanted some, like, a couple... or, like, there was, like, a couple coasters I really, really, really wanted, so, yeah. Got the Ancred, but I also have, like, 10 other ones, too, because we ate a lot, and because some people... There was, like, a couple people there that didn't play the game, so they didn't really care if they traded or gave theirs away, too, in a way, so, but I got the Ancred. And then I also tried this Valentine's event food. They had a Valentine's event because obviously it was like during February, and I got their Valentine's event spaghetti. And basically it was just spaghetti, but like it had some decorations on top. Like, let me show you guys. It's just a little Moogle on top. It's edible, so you can eat that, but it was just a printed Moogle on top and with some hearts and stuff. It's really good. I really liked it. And let's see. Aside from the Moogle spaghetti, I got the... So they basically had drinks based on your class. And obviously, you know, my main is White Mage. So I got myself the White Mage drink. It's very beautiful. It's just kind of like a... I don't know how to describe this. Like a very misty, what I don't know what to describe this. It's just like, yeah, it kind of looks like lemonade. But honestly, I don't even remember what it tasted like. But they added a little rose on it. I thought it was really cute. I also had a Titania drink as well. It was super blue and pretty and had like a butterfly accessory on it. It was really pretty. Oh, true, Blood of the Blood Lily. You're right. Oh my gosh. I think that's what the reference is for. My gosh, thank you. For some reason, I was like, how come I can't piece together the reference? But yeah, Blood Lily. Oh my gosh, thank you. So yeah, that was my drink. Everyone else chose their own drinks based on their class. And oh my gosh. Okay, I have to tell you guys something, but they were doing this table lottery thing, and they were like announcing it from somewhere else in the room. They were like using a microphone and everything, like an announcer, and they were basically saying there was a table lottery event, and basically if your table number is called, you get this like crazy prize, and it's like a big ass dessert. And everyone has their own table number. Like, even if you're like at a table of 4, you still have like 4 different numbers there for yourself. So they had like 3rd, 2nd, and 1st place winners. So they started with 3rd, then they did 2nd. None of us still got it yet, I think, at that point. And then finally, when they called the 1st place winner, they called my number. They called my number, and we literally all screamed. All of us in the table, we were all screaming. I was like, oh my gosh, I won! Oh my gosh! And so they basically gave me the little like otter minion from, like, it was like a stuffed animal otter for picture taking, and I just took a picture with myself, and they gave me the prize, and I didn't know what the prize was, but I heard it was a dessert, so I was like, okay, let's see what this dessert is. And oh gosh, okay, this is gonna be the strangest photo you're ever gonna see, guys, but I photoshopped it because I thought it was kind of funny. Hold on. I took a photo of my prize, my 1st place prize, and I photoshopped it because well, I had to get rid of the background, but I also find this really funny because look at this. I magic wanded this shit, and it turned out actually really perfect. There was a lot going on in the background, but honestly, I did a really good job with photoshopping this. This is the photo I took, and this is the 1st place prize that I got, and it was super big. It was huge, and I only ate like a little bit of it, but I pretty much gave the rest to the guys to finish it for me, because I don't really have a huge stomach to eat a lot, so I just ate a little bit of the ice cream part, and then I was like, okay boys, here you go. You can finish this for me. And then all the guys ate it, like ate most of it, so thank you. Thank you guys for fighting the war. For eating this whole thing in your stomach. I was actually really impressed and shocked that they were able to eat it all, so thank you, because honestly I would not have been able to eat all of this by myself. I mean, I did have the girls share with me too, but even we couldn't do it, so I just gave the rest to the guys and they just ate it all. So yeah, so I think that's, let's see, I think that's all the photos I have for Eorzea Cafe. I mean, I still have a lot more, but I didn't want to show too much. But yeah, basically that was my 1st place prize, and I felt really lucky, and I'm glad I was able to win. And I collected a bunch of coasters that were like things I really wanted. Like I got the Rin and Gaia coaster, and I also got a bunch of the primal bosses as well. Like I think there was Shinryu, there was Alexander, there was what was it? I think I've gotten Titan, I think, and there was a bunch of them. I have a lot of them, but yeah, I tried my best to collect as much as I could. The really iconic bosses and other characters and whatnot. So I was really happy. And then that was pretty much how we ended the night. We just had Eorzea food. It was really fun. I really enjoyed that. I'm so glad we went during that time. So let's see. Oh yes, the next day. Okay, so I think the next day, this was our next little minor trip. A trip within a trip, but we decided to go to Kyoto. And we took a trip through the Shinkansen. We went through the Shinkansen, and well, I started the day getting lost at Tokyo Station because it's freaking huge. But we basically got on the Shinkansen, and we took a few-hour drive all the way to Kyoto. And it was my first time going to Kyoto, so I didn't really know what to expect, but we stayed at a very fancy ryokan hotel, and it was super fancy. Really loved it, and it was very beautiful. It was actually interesting. I've never been to a hotel where you basically have no shoes on the entire time. It was awesome. Like my dogs were free. The dogs were free the entire time at the hotel. It was awesome. You could just walk in the lobby with no shoes on. It was great. They also had some really good food there as well, and I really enjoyed that. And that was also the day when I tried to upload the Moon Halo song cover to my phone at that night too. So yeah, we pretty much just like settled in, and also we had shabu shabu dinner, and this is the first time where I kind of see people actually get crazy drunk. Specifically Crisis, actually. Crisis, they're something else when it comes to being drunk. Like, these guys, I cannot tell you enough how much they yap. These guys are yappers, and they constantly keep ordering lemon sours, and I'm not much of a drinker myself, but they were really addicted to that, and they just kept ordering and ordering more and more lemon sours, to the point that we had to order for them, and we were like, here you go, here's a lemon soda. Instead of a lemon sour, it's a lemon soda for you, just to hide and conceal the fact that it's not alcohol. So but yeah, it was really good, super good food. It was really expensive though. I think it was even too expensive in my opinion, but it was still really good food. And at the very night, we tried the onsen. I tried the onsen with the girls for the first time, and it was awesome. I went with Millie and a friend of ours, and gosh, I was kind of anxious and nervous about the whole onsen experience because it was my first time, and obviously I was kind of nervous more so at the fact of, you know, being naked in front of the others and stuff. And we were really hyping this up too. We were like, you know, don't worry, like nobody's gonna pay attention, blah blah blah, you know, no one cares, no one is gonna give a fuck. And basically we were in the locker room together, and I also barely just met this friend too of ours that was tagging along with us. I barely met this friend literally the day before. So I was like me and this friend, I was just like, wow, I can't believe you're gonna see me naked after one day of being friends with me. This is crazy. was so insane. I barely met this friend like a day ago or 2 days ago, and they're already gonna see me naked. It was kind of crazy. But yeah, me, Millie, and this friend, we we were like we were like in the locker room, and we're like, okay, guys, it's time. And like Millie was talking about how she wanted to compare nipple color. she wanted to compare nipple colors and stuff. I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, we slowly basically undressed, and we were like, okay, this isn't too bad, not too bad. Now we're on a totally different friendship level now, where, you know, we've all seen each other naked and stuff, so we're basically bonded for life now at this point because we've seen everything of each other. So yeah, we got into the onsen bath, and it was awesome. I'm not gonna lie, this was the best experience ever. Like, I honestly wish we had these like in America too, but I have to say the onsen is something I would never regret going ever. Like, this was the best decision ever, because after being so scared and all of what the onsen would be like, I got pretty used to it very quickly because of how relaxing and nice it was. But I actually fell inside the onsen bath on accident because there was this one bath. There were several baths in the area because it was kind of fancy and nice, but there was this one bath, and it was filled with this weird it had this really creamy white color to it. Like, you couldn't see through it. It wasn't clear water or anything. It was just like milky white kind of. And I wanted to try it out, and I couldn't see what was inside the bath, obviously, because it was like milky white. So when I stepped in, apparently there were steps, and I missed a step, and I fell in forward. But luckily I didn't injure myself, but I made a big splash, and it was it was so embarrassing because, you know, it's meant to be relaxing and quiet, and, you know, it's just all ASMR relaxing in that area, and there was still people in there too, but I kind of fell in, and it made a big splash noise, and it was kind of embarrassing. And Melly was just like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" And I was like, yeah, I'm okay. It could have gone worse, so." But yeah, I guess I got a quick start to getting myself warmed up in there, because the baths were pretty hot. Like, they were super duper steamy hot, and you kind of had to go in slowly sometimes to adjust your body to the temperature of the water, so yeah. So yeah, it was really nice, but I feel like I spent a lot of time in there though, because I didn't have a timekeeper or anything to really watch out for the time, so I felt like I was in there for an hour, the onsen, because basically me, Millie, and our friend, we were just trying out all the different weird baths that they had there. Like, they had one where it was like an outdoorsy environment vibes, and there was like a sauna room, and holy shit, the sauna room is so steamy in there that you could barely breathe. But it would clear your sinuses very well though. But I sat in there, and there was also a TV in there as well. It was kind of cool watching Japanese TV while sitting in a sauna. It was a weird experience for me, but yeah, it was really nice. And I really enjoyed the onsen a lot. Like, I kind of wanted to go back in there the next day and all, so yeah, it was awesome. And I wish showering and like taking a bath there is so nice, because like so basically before you get in the bath you have to shower, right? You gotta clean yourself first before you go in the bath, and that part is so fun for me because I feel like I can use the like like a ton of water. There's a ton of water I can just spill all over and not have to feel bad about it. And you can just like, I don't know, it's just like a really different experience showering. It was awesome. I felt like I didn't have to worry about a water bill that I was wasting. Because I have like really long hair and stuff, so I just used a bunch of water. And also the like shampoos and stuff, they were really nice too. And after you get out and stuff, they also have like an area for hair blow drying and stuff and face wash and whatnot. It was so fancy. It was so nice. But yeah, that was my first day in Kyoto, just settling in and whatnot. And then the next day we went to go, I think it was temple sightseeing. We went temple sightseeing. Don't remember the exact name. I think it was the... Wait, hold on. Let me double check if I remember. Let me double check real quick. I don't know if I have the correct temple or not. Let me double check. Oh yeah. Kiyomizu Dera. We went to Kiyomizu Dera. Very touristy area. And we basically went and we went around sightseeing in that area. It was really nice. And that was kind of like the more traditional area looking place too. So it wasn't like modern city or whatever. It was like the more traditional town, villagey vibes. So it was awesome. But the first thing that really interested me was kimono rentals. I really wanted to try a kimono rental because I felt like this was the perfect chance to experience that. Because I've worn kimonos before, but I've never worn them professionally in a way where it was done by a professional, you know? Like, I've worn them for fun and stuff, and, you know, I just really like wearing them in general, but I think having myself wear one in Japan is actually the real experience for me. So I wanted to try kimono rental, and I did it with the girls, and I think Uki is joined in as well. And it took maybe like an hour, maybe, I think, or an hour to 2 hours to get it all together and whatnot. And I loved mine so much. Mine was so pretty. They even do your hair for you, and I was really shocked by how well they did with mine and stuff. And it made my day. It was the best thing ever. But I had to wear it until I think it was like 6 p.m. Sorry, let me get this image off of the screen. Sorry, I forgot to take it off. But I tried the kimono rental, and it was awesome. It was a little expensive, but I was willing to go, you know, I was willing to go all in just to have this one-time experience or opportunity. So I wore it, and then we went to a bunch of shops, and we sightseed, and we basically, you know, looked around the area, maybe snacked on some things and whatnot. And I ate unagi don. It was super good. And yeah, we basically spent the whole day just walking around, and my feet were kind of killing me, not gonna lie. Wearing the geta shoes is kind of hard. But it was really fun. And eventually at the end of the day, we kind of just ended the night. But there was this one thing that Claude was telling me, and I don't know why, but it was scaring the shit out of me. But it was nighttime, and there was this really scary empty alleyway, and he was telling me about some weird thing about how people take photos of empty alleyways and you just see like one dark figure at the end or whatever. And it was scaring me. I was like, no, don't tell me that, no, because I was literally looking at an alleyway right then and there, and it was empty, and it was in the, like, it was super dark, and I was so scared. So yeah, that was basically what happened. And that was pretty much how the whole day went. And then the next day, what was it? Next day, I think we had to leave. Yeah. So next day, we had to leave Kyoto. We didn't spend too much time there. We only spent like 2 nights basically. And we basically spent the whole day at Kyoto Station. And we kind of just wandered around, waited because we could go on the Shinkansen whenever. So we decided to visit the anime shop and just did a lot of shopping and whatnot. I bought a bunch of Honkai Star Rail merch and Honkai Impact 3rd. A couple Toho Project stuff, and I also found Blue Archive merch as well. So I just bought a bunch of merch to the best of my ability. And we kind of just did a bunch of window shopping around the whole day. Or half of the day. And we went on the Shinkansen and we took a few hours to go back. And yeah, we went back to Tokyo. And then we had a yakiniku, actually, I think. We had yakiniku. But it was more so like, I think we were trying to eat like meat skewers or something. I'm not sure. I think it was that. I don't know what the plan was, but we went for a yakiniku dinner. And this is where I actually meet... this is where I meet Vox for the first time. And when I first met Vox, I felt like my neck was gonna break looking up at him. But the moment I saw Vox, I was like looking upwards like, "Hi, Vox." And he was like, "Oh my gosh, wait, the fish?" I was like, "Yeah, it's me." And yeah, we just met up and we basically just all ate together at dinner. And yeah, it was pretty interesting. Honestly, I didn't expect Vox the way he was gonna be he was dressed very nicely actually. I was kind of like a little shocked a little. But yeah, we all ate together for dinner and honestly, this is where I started to realize that Claude had a problem with Coca-Cola. Like, this man would never stop ordering Coca-Cola, like one after the other. He just always ordered Coca-Cola, and then even like when we're not eating at a dinner place, he has a bottle of Coke in his pockets every time. Like, once in a while, he'll just whip out the bottle from his pocket and just start drinking from it. And I'm like, what the fuck? Where did that come from? He just really loves Coca-Cola. Like, he won't really drink anything else but that. So I'm like, holy shit, this man's gonna die soon. So yeah, that's when I kind of discovered that whole deal. So and let's see, the next day. Oh, okay. So next day after that, hold on, I have to scroll down. Okay, so that was Boys Off collab day. So at that point, that was my free day. That was my free day for myself. So I went to get omuresu lunch with the girls. Well, it was just Millie and our friend. And we also had cremia ice cream. We went to a cafe. Same one I went to last time. I suggested it. And actually, I decided I was gonna get my hair done in Japan. And I was pretty excited because I was gonna dye my hair. Because I didn't really trust anyone in America to dye my hair, because I feel like every time I have, it either took 2 days of a process or it would, I don't know, for some reason the way they do it is just so slow. So it takes like 13 or like 2 sessions because I have a lot of hair. Or they get the color wrong, or it just isn't the result I wanted. So I never had a good experience having like my hair dyed successfully before. So I ended up trying to do it in Japan. And I did it at this one place, and it was super pretty and cute, but I will admit I could not breathe in there because that place was simply just a colored, like, hair dye color people. Like, it was not like a normal salon. It was just like people were gonna get crazy hair colors there. So I was like, yes, this is the place. There's no way they can fuck it up, right? There's no way. This is like their specialty, which is hair dyeing. So I got my hair dyed, and I basically I was there for only 3 to 4 hours, guys. I was there for 3 to 4 hours. And I was so happy because usually, I don't know why, but in America it takes me like more than 3 to 4 hours to do it. But it only took me 3 to 4 hours to get this whole thing dyed. Well, half of it kind of. It's hard to explain without revealing it. But the whole place smelled like bleach. So I could barely breathe. My nose was kind of burning a little. And they also had this... They offered me this really cute candy basket, and they even gave me Calpis drink, like for the waiting process of it bleaching and all. And there was this one worker there, and I will admit she was so cute, but also she was very passionate in what she was wearing. I got my hair washed by this worker who looked exactly like Pietro from Animal Crossing. Like a literal clown. She had a clown, like, whole theme going on. She was dressed up like a clown, but she was kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie. Like, she was like if a clown and Wendy's had a child, basically. And she, like, 'cause she had like short red pigtails and all. And she had a full face painted of clown on her face. And I was like, holy shit, Pietro? She was cute though, I will not lie. Like, she was cute. Like, even though as much as I was laughing and all, like, I can't believe I'm getting my hair washed by a clown and all, she was cute. She was a cutie. And I just found it really hilarious. But it was awesome. And this was something I never had asked before, but they asked what kind of shampoo I wanted, because apparently they had a menu where you could choose what shampoo aroma smell you could choose, and I thought that was awesome. I think that was super cool. I've never had a salon ask me what sort of shampoo smell I wanted, and I think the one I asked for was rose. I think it was like a rosy smell, and that's the one I chose. It was awesome though. I didn't know you could ask for different aromas. It was so cool. But yeah. So I got my hair dyed and everything, and honestly I wanted to cry of tears of happiness. I wanted to cry tears of happiness because I was so shocked by how successful the hair color came out, and I was so happy, and I just wanted to cry right there and then. I was like, oh my god. This is the first time I've had my hair done right. It was done right, and it didn't need to take that long either. So afterwards, I did some clothes shopping a little. And the only people that were free at the moment were just the guys, I think. And I think they were... I don't remember. I think they like had dinner with Mane-san at the time. And I kind of just met up with them somewhere. I don't remember where, but met up with the guys. I think it was Vanta, Claude, and Wilson, I think. I think it was just the 3 of them. And what was it? Oh yeah, I said I didn't eat yet, and they already ate. And I was like, I mean, like, I was pretty fine not eating too, but they were like, oh, we'll go wherever you're going. And I was like, huh? What? Then we kind of just all decided to go to Wendy's. We went to Wendy's because I suggested it, because Wendy's in Japan is the best thing ever. Because I remember I went there all the time last time I went to Japan, and I would always go and get their carbonara pasta. And so I suggested Wendy's, but we went to a different Wendy's location than where I was used to. Because I just chose whatever was closest. And we ended up kind of getting lost at the station. And it was really funny because we didn't really know how to find Wendy's. We were stuck in this really huge station. And Mane-san was like finding a way for us to like get out, but also they found this really funny meme on their phone, and it was like some random Japanese man who took photos of himself pointing at this directional signs of how to get out of there and find Wendy's specifically, and it was hilarious. I was laughing so hard because I was like, wow, this guy is my savior. He knew that I was like the one that would end up needing his guide of finding my way out of the station to find Wendy's. So eventually we ended up at Wendy's, but they didn't have the carbonara pastas, or like just pastas in general, and I was really sad. It was Wendy's in First Kitchen, but there was no pasta, and I was really sad. So I just ate a random burger there. And we basically just hung out there for a while. And at the time, the trip was kind of nearing its end very soon, which initially was going to be on the 8th for me. And I was like, you know, I kind of want to have a few extra days just to have some free days. Because I know half of this trip I kind of volunteered to dedicate some time for some work-related stuff. So I thought, why don't I, you know, extend the trip to potentially, you know, go do some fun stuff. And I was kind of joking, but also half gaslighting at the same time, you know. I was just kind of joking the whole time, but I was kind of serious about it too in a way. So I pretty much got into this whole gaslighting session with Crisis, and I was like, hey, you should all extend your trip for another few days, or, you know. And I basically just, I don't know, I twisted all their words in a very sarcastic way. I was just like, you know, you can do this, and you can, you know, you can postpone that. This is more important, right? You know, I was just like gaslighting for fun. I was just like, yeah, let's totally do it. And then actually, it got serious. Like, we were actually going to extend our trip. I was like, wait, really? Actually? I just kept asking, like, are you sure? Really? Yes? And I successfully got Claude to extend. And I think Shu also said he was going to as well. So it all kind of worked out. And I ended up having this plan because I wanted to actually go to fuji-q. I wanted to go to fuji-q with some new people. So I wanted to invite people who have never been there before, so I offered it to anyone who wanted to join. So yeah, it was really fun. I'll tell you guys about that very shortly. But I suggested, you know, we should go to fuji-q and stuff. So that would be a later story soon. But yeah, and that's how we ended the night. We had our extra fill. Well, I ate my dinner, but they also ate. They ate extra, but I don't know. Apparently, I guess they're still hungry. So I was like, okay, do whatever you want. They ate again, basically, and whatnot. So, but yeah. And what else? Oh yeah, the next day. So the next day we did the Big Off collab, I think. That was where we did the telephone game with the NIJISANJI livers. And that was fun, guys. I have to admit, it was very overwhelming and my social battery is usually low. But I will admit that was a very fun experience, meeting a bunch of JP livers and doing the telephone game with them. It was really fun. I sat next to Petra's mama's sister, or like, you know, her liver. What do I say? How do I say this? Petra's sister, who shares the same mama. Yes. Rika. Rika is so cute. Oh my gosh. She's so funny. I'm so glad they put her next. Like, the way that they positioned us in the, like, the tables and stuff, it was perfect, I feel. I feel like it was perfect because the whole game would soon turn the tables depending on the people, and it was so funny. I ended up rewatching the VOD because there was just some parts that made me crack up so hard. Like, part of me is still like, I can't believe that just happened. Hey, bro. Esperanza can't catch away. At that point, I had no idea what she was saying to me. And I just kind of just said whatever the fuck I heard in my head. So, yeah. I just said whatever was said to me in a very gibberish way. So, that happened. And you actually saved it a little? Well, I guess. Well, not... I don't know. No, well, maybe can't catch away was pretty close, but I don't think Hey Bro Esperanza was ever close. It was funny. I don't even know how we even did that, and our Batsu at the end was very intense. There was this mat. There was like a floor mat, but it had these bumpy rocks on it, and you had to step on it like Legos, and it was the most painful thing ever. And all I could do was scream. It didn't look bad at first. I was looking at it and I was like, hey, that doesn't look too bad. But then when I stepped on it, it kind of started hurting, and I was like, oh shit! And I was just in pain, but that was our Batsu, but it was fun. It wasn't too bad, I would say. Like, it was painful, but it was like not bad if you think about it. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like stepping on Legos, basically. That's just the feeling of it. But maybe a little bit more bigger and weirder shaped, but yeah. It was fun though, and I was really glad I was able to meet everyone. And then we had yakiniku dinner again. So we had man, the amount of times we had yakiniku was crazy. Like, we just kept eating fancy all the time. I was like, man, when are we gonna calm down a little? But yeah. And it was raining a lot too, so yeah, I think that's how we ended the day. We just kinda had the big off collab the whole day, and then we just ended it with dinner. Nothing crazy. And then the next day, let's see, what did I do this day? Huh? What the hell? Hold on. What did I do on this day? What? On the 6th of March, all I wrote was I went to Wendy's. Again. What? What did I do that day? What the hell? I went to Wendy's again? But then what else did I do? What? Wait. What? No, I must have had more to talk about, right? Hold on. Let me double check. What did I do? Wait. What did I do that day, huh? I went to Wendy's. I went to Wendy's again, and they were doing a Persona 3 collab. Like, the main character was on the bags. Oh, and we got pasta. Actually, we went to a different Wendy's, and actually it was just Claude and I again. We just ate pasta because he really wanted the pasta. So I said, okay, let's go to this one, the one I went to, and we ate Wendy's that day. But what happened? I don't even remember what happened afterwards. I'm only basing this off of photos I took because I don't know what I did that day. On the 6th? What the hell? What did I do? I don't remember what I did that day. I just had Wendy's and that was it? No, that can't be right. No, I was doing something that day. What was I doing? No, that doesn't seem possible. Oh, wait. Wait. No? No? Wait. I'm confuzzled. What the hell? Maybe I did work. I must have done work, right? Huh? I don't know, guys. I'm thinking really hard on what I did on the 6th. It's not coming to my head. What the hell? Wait. I'm having fish brain, guys. I actually don't remember what I did on the 6th. The only thing I'm basing this off of is just photos. And I only took photos of Wendy's. That's about it. That's pretty much all I have. Well, there must have been a reason why I was there. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I just had work or something. Grr. Maybe. I don't know. I'll come back to it later, guys. Because I don't remember. I know what happens the next day, though, afterwards. What was it? On the 7th? Oh, yeah. So on the 7th, we had some work to do. And, I ended up taking... I think Petra had plans to go to this place. It was like an art museum. But she ended up giving her spot to me because she kind of already had plans to go with a different group. So I was like, oh, okay. And I had an opportunity to go to this art museum, which I believe is called Team Lab Borderless, I believe. And I think I have photos for this one too. Let me just double check. Oh, just kidding, I don't. Okay. I don't have photos for this. Or waiting to be approved photos. But yeah, we went to this place called Team Lab Borderless. Or it was an Azabudai Mori building, Epson, Team Lab Borderless. And basically it was this it's like a very sensory museum place. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it smells really strong in there. It smells like floral, and it's very sensory ASMR stuff where it's just like crazy lights, and it has like, I don't know, just a lot of crazy lighting and beautiful artsy creative stuff on the walls and flooring, and it's very beautiful. You could probably Google it to see what it's like, but it's really, really pretty. And I think I went with Vox, Uki, Claude, and Shu. And it was like a reservation thing, so... but yeah, we just basically went through the museum. I had to leave a little early though, because I had to eat yakiniku. I had to eat yakiniku with Mane-san. And then after I had dinner, I met up with the other people for basically... Oh god. Okay, after I ate yakiniku with Mane-san, I met up with the others for season 1 karaoke dinner. And when I say season 1, I mean this is part 1. Like, this is part 1 karaoke. We karaoke'd there, and I think a couple JP livers were there, and we were all just hanging out and whatnot. I think this is when I believe Enna comes in. And what else? I can't remember, but we basically just had dinner there. And then some people were leaving, and you know, the karaoke time was running out, so we were like, okay, what do we do now? And it's like still really late, but we were like, round 2? And I was like, huh? Round 2? So then we go to a different karaoke, but it's like a karaoke focused place versus like a dinner place. But so we went to a karaoke place at a different location, and we were there very late. We just sang our hearts out again very late, and this is when, oh my god, this is where I witness a very, very almost 1 inch away crisis kiss. Well, when I say crisis, I kind of meant plus Claude in as well. But oh my god, I don't even know how it led to this, but I screamed. I screamed. Basically, Vanta played it off as like a real thing. Like, he went in there. He dove in straight to Claude's face, and he did it so fast, but I don't think they actually lip touched. I think he put his thumb on top of Claude's lips and used it as a shield, and he went in, kissed, and it looked so real, but like where I was sitting, it looked real to me, and I thought it was real. But then someone said, oh, he just used his thumb to block the lips to make it look real. And I was like, oh, really? It was so crazy. I screamed so loud. Like, there were so many moments where the guys almost kissed, and I just almost screamed. There were so many yaoi moments. It was crazy. Like, honestly, I feel like the girls are very comfortable enough that it's not really such a huge surprise anymore. But for the guys, for me, I'm still processing it, and I'm just like still shocked when they even attempt to try. Because I think this actually happened before at the Eorzea Cafe, where I think Uki... Was it Uki? I can't remember. Or maybe was it Wilson? I can't remember. Some of the guys, they were doing the whole, like, I don't know, like kind of like similar to the Pocky game thing, and I don't know, they had some really close moments where they almost kissed, and I was like, oh my god, so yeah, a lot of moments like that happened. But yeah, that's pretty much how we ended the night. We were there super late, and this was kind of like the night where I had to pack, because initially I was supposed to leave on the 8th, but I ended up extending my trip. So what I had to do was I had to arrange the next hotel location, and I also had to buy tickets for fuji-q, because that was a confirmed plan. And basically what we did all morning on the 8th was just transferring to the next hotel and dropping luggage off. And yeah, and I think I met up with I'm pretty sure wait, hold on, let me make sure. I'm pretty sure they said it was okay, but I met with Girl DM. I met Girl DM for the first time, because she was there coincidentally, and I met her at a cafe with the others, and it was really, really nice. She was such a sweetheart, and honestly, I feel like she was super easy to talk to, because I'm not really much of a talker or a yapper myself, but she was a really good yapper. Like, in a way that I could actually, like, be able to talk with her easily, because I'm not really good at talking, or on conversations I'm not really well knowledgeable of. But I don't know, for some reason all she did was talk about her cats, and I was able to just easily get into that. Because I like cats, but she was talking about her cats the whole time, and I was like, wow, she's really passionate and she really loves her cats. I love that for her. So yeah, I just had my little brekkie lunch with her. And then I kind of suggested to her that, hey, you know, she could come to fuji-q with us. And she agreed. She said that she would come join fuji-q with us. So it was really fun. And then we kind of just walked around Akiba for a bit, and then that day I think Uki and Vanta had to leave, so I think I had to run back to the hotel to check in, and I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to Uki and Vanta, or maybe I did, I don't remember. But yeah, I didn't really get to properly say goodbye to them, but I knew I was gonna talk to them again afterwards when they get home too, so... And then I think that day or that night we had ramen. I had ramen with we went to this ramen place and I ate with, what was it? I think I had it with, it was Claude, Chu, Vox, and wait, hold on, I'm trying to remember. I think it was Vox, Shu, Claude, and Luca. I think it was Luca. And what is it? Oh my god. That dinner was crazy. This is the first time where I discovered this thing called mewing. I don't know what the fuck that is, but this is where I discovered mewing. Because Luca would not stop showing his mewing face every time. Throughout the entire dinner, he would make this weird face and they would say that's mewing. And I was like, what the fuck is mewing? And basically the guys explained to me that it's like this weird face sculpting thing, I think. Where it's like you make like this weird pucker face. And it's supposed to like naturally shape your face. Or like define your, I don't know, your face shape or something like that. It's basically like using a gua sha, but not a gua sha. You just do it with your face by making a facial expression, and you just kind of like keep it there, I guess, or something. Or I don't know. It's like for your jaw, but he was doing it really well, but also it was making me so creeped out. Like, I didn't know this thing existed, and I think this is just a myth in my eyes. I don't think mewing actually does anything for your face, but I don't know. I feel like this is just one of those beauty myth things where it's like supposed to make your jawline or whatever better, and nah, I don't really believe in that one. I believe in the gua sha, but I don't believe in whatever the hell he was trying to do. But it was making me laugh the entire time, though. Like I couldn't eat my food properly without laughing every time he just made that stupid face. Honestly, I cannot take Luca seriously. He is so funny. Like, this guy is just so... He's just a boy. Luca he's just a big memer. He just embraces cringe in public. Like, he just says a lot of weird shit that just makes me like go, what the hell? Like, I don't know, he just says a lot of things that make me laugh, and he's like the class clown. He's just like class clown person in the group where he just makes everyone laugh for no reason. He just says the most random things ever. So yeah, he was very enjoyable. Trying to think what else here. Oh yes, so okay, going to the next day here. On the 9th, we had the Girls Off collab, and this is where I meet Scarla. I met Scarla for the first time, and I have to admit, guys, I feel like the lore is super accurate, guys. I met Scarla and I was like, holy shit, booba. I was like, holy shit, oh my god, you were made for Scarla. Scarla was made for Scarla. I was shocked. I was like, holy shit. And hugging her is the best thing ever. Booba. She was such a sweetheart though. Like, honestly, I really enjoyed hanging out with Scarla, and I don't know, I just wanted to... She kept rizzing me up, and she was like always like flashing me with eyes and stuff. I was like, damn. She trying to say something? She always kept looking at me, and she would be like she would do the whole like, you know when guys, when they like kind of stare at you and they're like And they do like a head nod where it's just like, sup, you know? She kept doing that to me. And it was making me feel a little blushy. I never really had someone do that to me before, so it was kind of... it was a little hazakashi. But yeah. Yeah, she did like the head flick up thing. It was kind of making me feel something. But it was really fun meeting her. And this is also where I witnessed Millie and Scarlet kiss, and it made me scream because, well, obviously Yuri stuff makes me scream, so... and we had the collab and it was so fun. I even rewatched the VOD for that one too, because I'm not gonna lie, I was really shocked at how well I performed in charades. Well, actually, maybe it's because I played charades recently before, because I think this was like... I don't remember when this was, but I think it was like at a Thanksgiving dinner or something. But in my family, we had like a party one time. And my younger sibling and some of our cousins wanted to play League of Legends charades where you guess the champion. So that whole thing kind of trained me for this moment. So when we played charades for the Girls Off collab, I was kind of prepared mentally. Like, I came prepared with the questions, and I kind of just like... I don't know, I actually was really shocked I did well, because I'm not usually the type that would, I feel, personally. But wow, I was really shocked. But maybe it was just because it was too easy. I don't know. It was awesome, though. I got the most easiest prompts, though, so I can't really say for sure if I was still really good at it, but... I figured it out so fast, it was kind of crazy. I kind of want to see League charades. Honestly, maybe I should do one. Or maybe it doesn't even have to be League of Legends, because I know not too many people in play it, but... oh god. What would be something... Oh, I can think of a theme. Maybe we can do another one. We'll see. We'll have to see. Whatchamacallit? Hold on, I'm going back to my list. Oh yeah, after the Girls Off collab, we decided to go to Tokyo Skytree actually again. And there was a Jujutsu Kaisen collab happening there, but you have to win this lottery ticket to buy stuff from the merch store. So R.I.P. Reimu, I'm sorry, but she was not able to get her Gojo stuff there, unfortunately. So we just kind of hung around the mall area, because we were actually planning to eat kura sushi nearby. Because there was a Chikawa gacha collab happening there, so we hung out at Skytree nearby. And I went to this cute Miffy store. And I basically bought a few merch stuff, because the Miffy stuff is so cute. And I even bought a couple of like these what is it, like card holder things or whatever. There was these like card holders for like, you know, I don't know, like your ID or like subway card or whatever. And I bought this cute white one, and I remembered Claus said he was looking for one, so I told him to just buy the black one. So yeah. So now we both have a white and a black Miffy card holder thingy. So yeah, all the Miffy stuff in the store is so cute. I bought so many things on there. It's so cute. And we also went to this cafe there as well. It was super cute. It was called like Afternoon Tea Cafe or something like that. And we just kind of sat there to kind of take a small break from walking and stuff. And eventually... we kind of separated, and everyone got separated. We got lost, and I was just like, okay, I don't want to get into this whole loophole of where's everyone, I'm gonna meet you at this store, blah 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 crap. So I ended up just going to Kura Sushi with Claude early, because we were like, nah, we're not gonna deal with this. We're not dealing with Niji Lost. Because throughout this entire trip, we have dealt with Niji Lost for for so many people and stuff. So I was just like, no, I'm not gonna tell, or I'm not gonna say I'm here, blah blah blah, at this time or whatnot. So I'm just gonna go meet up where we need to be. So we just ended up going to Kurasushi, and then everyone met up together there. And there was this ongoing gacha collab event with Chikawa. And I don't personally know anything about Chikawa, but I've heard the lore is really crazy and it's insane. And I kind of want to get into it actually, because the things I've heard about Chikawa is insane. It's super popular. Like, Chikawa is everywhere in Japan, and I'm honestly kind of curious as to why and what the whole lore and like animations are all about. So we basically ate at Kurasushi for the night, and we ordered so many plates. I think honestly Claude was the one eating most of the food, because holy shit, this was like so insane to me. But he was ordering like 5-6 plates at a time, and it was insane. I was just watching him gobble the whole thing in front of me, and I was like, what the hell? I can barely do 1 or 2 at a time. He was just like downing everything down. And mostly the whole motivation behind this is that apparently if you eat or order 5 plates, you get to find out if you win or lose to gacha something else, which is like the gachapon with the random gacha, like, you know, the balls, and you just open it up and there's a prize inside it. We wanted to get Petra's favorite character, Momonga, I think is the character. So we tried our best to eat as many as we can to gacha. And the sad part is, my table, there was like 2 tables and we were kind of split, but my table, even though we were the one who ate the most, which was like what, 60 to 70 plates, we didn't even get shit. We didn't get Momonga ever. But apparently the other table did, even though they weren't really eating that much as we were. So I was kind of like, bruh. And I was sitting next to Vox, and all he had his Pokemon cards just sitting out on the table, and I'm like, I was like panicking. Well, not panicking, but just like always staring at it, because I didn't want to get the cards dirty and stuff. But he just had the cards out on the table because he was opening them and stuff. And I don't know anything about Pokemon, so I can't really say anything much about what he had or whatnot. But he was just opening cards and he just was playing with them, and I was like, okay. And we just basically ate a lot, and we were all full, and we were trying our hardest. Like, we were all dying of too much food, but it was really fun. Everyone got something out of the collab. We all got like clear file folders, and we all had whatever gacha ball stuff. We all had one each, so it was fun. It was really fun. And afterwards, when we were trying to go back to like our own hotels and stuff, Vox, he kept dropping his Pokemon cards on the floor. We were in the middle of the station and we were going up this escalator or whatever, and he dropped his damn cards on the floor. Like, he wasn't putting them in his pocket or whatever. He just had them in his hand, or he had it in his file folder, but it wasn't even doing a good job holding it, so he kept dropping them. And also, when we got out of the station too, he dropped it again on the floor in the streets. He dropped it in the middle of the streets, and right as he went to go pick them up, Shu had a perfect photo moment to go and take a picture of him on the floor picking his Pokemon cards on the street. It was so funny. I couldn't stop laughing because it was so out of nowhere, or it was just so weird to just see Vox on the floor picking his Pokemon cards in the middle of the night on the streets. It's just funny. I don't know. Just the way he drops it too is just unexpected. And I don't know. He just seemed like an innocent child just dropping his little cards on the floor. I don't know. I just couldn't stop laughing. So yeah. That's what happened with Vox. And And then the next day, we had to wake up early because this was the day we went to fuji-q. And there was only 4 of us going, including myself. I went with Shu, Girldium, and Claude. And we took the express bus to fuji-q. By the way, I bought the tickets online. And I have to say, my Nihongo is super jozu after everything I went through to buy these tickets online. Because I did all the ticket purchasing online in Nihongo. And I did my very best to read everything. And I was honestly struggling so hard. But I eventually purchased the tickets on my own. By reading through all the crazy kanji and all of the crazy stuff. And trying to figure out the time slots and everything. And I have to say, I think my Nihongo has improved a lot ever since. I've been trying to take more initiative to learn more Nihongo, to do more fun things and stuff. So, it was really nice. So, I ended up going to fuji-q. We went on this bus together. We went, it was a 2-hour-ish ride. So, because fuji-q is a bit far. And basically, when we arrived, it hadn't been opened yet, so we had to wait a little bit in line and stuff. And then, yeah, we basically rode all of the rides and stuff together. There was this really weird Stanley Cup bar cafe place, and it was really out of place for me. Like, they had all these crazy boba crepe places and stuff, like Japanese style food stands, and then all of a sudden you just see a Stanley cafe and bar just out of nowhere, out of place. And I think it had something related to the actual Stanley Cup brand, so I was like kind of shocked by that. So we went on all the rides, all the scary ones, and surprisingly I'm the one that's actually the most chicken in the group, because we went to the horror hospital place and I was the only one that was scared, and everyone else was just brave. They didn't give a shit. They were laughing throughout the entire way, but me, I was scared shitless. I was so scared, and I was the only one that was screaming, and everyone else was just like, oh my god, look at that. They were just like memeing the shit out of everything they saw, and not gonna lie, I was like confused myself because I was like mostly scared, but also I was like, what the fuck are these guys saying? I was having weird mixed feelings of what the fuck are they saying, but also I'm scared as shit. And then there was like this, I kind of expected this weird chase scene to happen at the end of the haunted horror hospital, and I started running and I screamed so loud, but I think I scared Claude more than the actual thing itself. So I don't know why, but I get this a lot where I scare people more than the actual thing that's scaring them. So sorry. My screams are very powerful, even though I'm kind of the most soft-spoken person ever. Like, I can't really be loud in general. Like, my voice volume is very quiet compared to most people, but my screams are absolutely scale breaking. So, we went through the horror hospital thing, and oh my god, there was this super cool place that we went to. It was like this escape room, and honestly, guys, it really triggered my 999 skills in Danganronpa. But I didn't get very far, but it's okay. It was kind of rigged. But it was so awesome, guys. Like, the escape room was probably the highlight, I feel. Like, that place was so cool. They had this evil mastermind there, and it was like literally, he was like the zero of the place. He was like this masked jester guy. Like, he kind of looked like Johnny Depp, but if it was like Johnny Depp as what is it, Willy Wonka, and he had like a different I don't know, like just it's just like a slightly different altered version of him, and he was like the zero of the group or of the escape rooms. And it was actually really cool how it was set up, because when you first enter the building, you're immediately put into a line where you publicly get to see the top players like complete the puzzles. Because when in the waiting room, there's like a level 1, 2, or sorry, wait, I think it's level 5 to 7 or something like that. I don't remember the highest ranking, but because there's different stages. Like, I think you start at 1, and then the higher you go, the more difficult it becomes. And so in the waiting room, you are watching these top players try to see if they can beat the top stages. No one has ever beaten the entire building before. Apparently there's a tracker of how many people have played, and also how many people have conquered the entire building, and no one has completed the whole thing yet. And you get to watch these players like go through the most complicated puzzles ever. And I'm not gonna lie, some of these puzzles are really intimidating because it's really challenging and hard, and it almost felt like I was watching an esports like tournament, or like, I don't know, it's so cool. There's like these like repeat custom, I think these people have like come, like they regularly come to this escape room just to see if they can beat it. And it's kind of crazy how like they try to conquer the puzzles and stuff. But yeah, it was so cool. And I think I paired up with Shu. Well, okay, I chose Shu as my partner because you go in pairs of 2 or 3, but since there was 4 of us, we just decided to go as 2-2. And I chose Shu because I knew he was a smart guy, and I knew I wasn't, so I was like, okay, Shu, you have to come with me. And we basically did the escape room, and we got as far as we only got to the level 2 out of what, 5 or 6 or 7 or 9. I don't remember. We only got to level 2, but because it was really difficult. So the first challenge, I think we did a... what was it? The first challenge we had to... what is it? Everyone gets different puzzle rooms. So we were dedicated to this one room, and the room was... there was like a laser beam. Not a real one, but it was like a red laser. And basically you couldn't like get caught by it while also pressing these buttons at the same time. And you had to press the exact buttons on these little walls. It was kind of like Hitman style, where you have to crouch behind walls and stuff, or like these weird fences, and you had to press the buttons on each of the sides, and there was like different specific numbers on each side, and you had to press them at the same time with your partner. So, and we did it, but we didn't get very much points, to be honest. I think we didn't do it correctly. So, but we had to hit a certain number range to be able to go to the next level. So we still had a chance. We still had room for error. Also, thank you, Fuchan. Thanks for the raid. Thank you. Thanks for the raid. Thank you. Hello, confidants. I'm just talking about my experience in Japan with well, I'm talking right now about an escape room, and Shu Yamino was my escape room partner. After we did stage 1, I think what was it? Oh, stage 1 we had a comeback because we were guaranteed thinking we were losing, but there was actually this Tetris block mini game, and it was kind of easy. You just had to fill in the gaps and make sure it all fit nicely. So that one was really easy. We barely made it. And then stage 2 happened, and this is where it got really difficult. And I think there was this one mini game where we had to search around the entire building, kind of. We had to search through the entire maze building area where you had to look for these specific pictures and try to make words out of them from the last word of the it's kind of hard to explain. It's hard to explain this one. It's like you're supposed to find the like a code there's like these drawings with numbers underneath them, and you had to like find out which number is the correct order. It was like 4 digits or something, and basically you had to find like words that were at the end of a sentence or at the end of the word. How do I explain this? Like, say that there's like a picture of a dog and there's a number underneath it, like a 2 or something, and basically the hint is that the next number after, or like the picture or number afterwards is the like the end of the word. The last letter of the word is the hint. So if it was dog, then G is the hint, which means that you have to find another image that probably associates with the word G or with the letter G. Like, I don't know. Like, what's a G word? Girl or something. I don't know. Like G as in for girl, and maybe you have an image of a girl and it has another number underneath it. So that's like the hint where it's like, oh, okay, I see. Oh yeah, or giraffe too. Yeah, like a picture of a giraffe. Like, oh, okay, so that's the next image. So you kind of have to order it and put it together that way. And that one was hard because you also had to run around the entire building. So me and Shu, we were just running. I was a little out of breath because I was like, God damn, we're like going up and down the stairs like 5 different times. And we barely missed it by 1 or 2 images, barely. Apparently there was a couple that were hidden very well, or we just didn't take that turn in the hallway. So it was really hard and we missed it. So we didn't get that one, but we still had there was still more mini games though, but we didn't do very well in them either. So there was this rhythm game where me and Shu had to stand on these shapes, or it was like a square. Sorry, it was like a square, and you had to stay inside the square, but you also had to jump. And there was this little laser that goes across the room on the floor. You have to hop over it. So it was kind of like a slight cardio workout for us, where you had to just keep jumping, and it was like a huge exercise like activity, and we had to both jump at the same time and land within the square. And that one went really fast because it got harder and it kept zooming really fast and at corners that we weren't looking at, so it was really difficult. So after that one, there was another mini game, the last final mini game to redeem whatever we could win. And honestly, we were pretty behind. And I kind of expected it because I assumed a lot of people would lose at this stage. I think this is where people expect you to kind of drop the whole like stage. So because I think 3 and above gets even harder. So this is our final puzzle, and what Shu and I encountered was this dictionary game. And honestly, I found it really cool, but I'm glad I had Shu on my team. But we didn't make it, but it's totally fine. I thought this was really fun, and it was like this dictionary puzzle where basically you had to look up words in the dictionary, and you had to do a math problem out of it. So basically, it'll tell you a word, and you basically had to associate that with a math problem. But you have to find the page number. So you have to go through the entire dictionary book looking for that one word. And once you find the word and you look up the page number where it's at, you then do the math problem afterwards and do that minus that. It's like 2 words. Like, basically, it's like you had to do teamwork. So I had to find one word, and Shu would have to find the other word in his dictionary. And then once we both found it, we had to talk together and say, okay, I have this number, you have that number, do the math. And luckily, it's kind of like simple math, like just like subtraction or addition and whatnot, or what's the sum of, or you know, just like just simple stuff like that. And thank God I had Shu, but we didn't make it because there was a time limit and we had to go really fast, and We didn't make it, but it's totally fine because it was the experience. That was the fun part. So, yeah. It was really fun, and I really enjoyed the escape room. It really reminded me a lot of Danganronpa and 999. And, yeah, it was just going against Zero. It literally was just 999. It was awesome. And then afterwards, we just rode a bunch of more rides and stuff. And I was really hyping up the scary ones too, because I thought they would get scared. But Claude was unfazed like the entire time. He said he was enjoying it and having fun, but I was honestly kind of shocked because he was unfazed by everything I was hyping up about how scary a roller coaster was gonna be. So, and I was the one who was screaming the loudest too, out of everyone. So I ate, let's see, we ate some food there. When we ate lunch there was this lady who was giving me some ice cream, and she was taking her time grabbing the ice cream because I think it was really hard and frozen. And I waited there for like a while. I was like, okay, she's almost done. And then she drops it. She drops the ice cream, and I'm like, oh god damn it. And then I had to wait a little longer for her to scoop more up. And at that point I felt like everyone was already half done with their food, and I was still waiting there for the ice cream. I kind of regretted getting it because of it. So I sat there for a while. And I also had this thing called strawberry fetish. Apparently it's like a common thing, I think, or not common, but it's a known thing. But there's this place called Strawberry Fetish, and they have these candy strawberry stuff, and it's so good. It's very tasty. It's like candy strawberry. It's like crystallized on the outside, and like a candy, and then you bite through it, and then the inside is just a regular strawberry. It's super good. And we visited a bunch of the souvenir shops, and trying to think what else. Yeah, we just basically spent the whole day there, and we had a lot of fun. We went back home, a 2-hour bus ride back home, and I knocked the fuck out. The moment I got to my hotel, I knocked the hell out, and I went to bed super duper instantly. So I went to bed, and then the next day woke up. Everyone was kind of doing their own thing, so I decided I would go to my favorite shopping store or shopping place, which was Shibuya 109. My absolute favorite place to shop at. I bought some clothes, and I ate some crepes and I even drank a dark mocha. It was just like a mocha drink, and I just spent half of my day there just shopping and hanging out on my own, and it was nice. And then I think Claude invited me to this place with his friend, and it was this place called Sweet's Paradise, and I guess it's themed based on cafe dessert foods and stuff. And apparently they were doing a collaboration with NIJISANJI, JP specifically. And I have pictures to show you, and I'm allowed to show these ones, or it was just one photo. But I went to the Sweets Paradise Cafe, and let me see if I can whip up the image here. Okay. I don't remember who was all in the collab. I think hold on, I might be able to if I just search up. Hold on. I'm gonna look it up actually, because I don't really remember who was all in it. Oh wait, hold on. I think I found the JP website actually. NIJISANJI Cafe and Sweets Paradise. Oh wait, this is an old one. Never mind. Wait, hold on. I found the Luxium one. That's not the one. Ah! Where is it? Where is it? Oh wait. Maybe it's too fresh and brand new. Maybe I can't find it. Actually, I could probably just look it up by the website. The Niji website for talents. Let me just see. Okay, wait, hold up. I think I saw... me. Hold up. I'm analyzing who was in the cafe. I know Amamiya senpai was part of the collab. And let's see who else was there. I think oh my god, there's so many people. Hold on. I'm going through the whole list here just to double check. I know Ibrahim was there for the collab. I think who else was there? There's Amamiya and who else? Hopefully I'm not blanking out on who was there. Oh shoot. I'm just doing this from the top of my head. Let's see. Ibrahim. How come I can't remember? Oh, Seraph? I think Seraph was there too. Shit. Oh yeah, Ratna was also there too. Wait, I think I have a photo, I swear. Hold on. I think I have a photo. Oh wait. Oh, Belmont was there. Hold on. I'm remembering a little bit. Belmont was there and Mashiro Meme and I think Eddie Conifer and which one? I think Shikinagi Akira I think was also there. So yeah. I think that was pretty much all of them. Yeah. And let me show you guys the photo I took. Let me see. Boom. I got my favorite Amamiya senpai. I ordered her little dessert, or I guess it was like sandwiches. I got her sandwiches and her drink as well, and I also got these really cute little coaster thingies with it, and that little edible painted or printed photo of her chibi and stuff. And yeah, some mahjong set. Oh yeah, I just realized. Oh my god. Yeah, it's so cute. I really enjoyed it. The food was pretty alright, but I wouldn't say it was out of the world, but it was pretty alright. I was just kind of there for the collab more so I just I bought some of the merch there, and I just got like a couple gacha stuff, and I ended up getting, I think I got Seraph, and I don't know who else I got. Got Seraph, like I think it was like an acrylic or something, I can't remember, and possibly I think I have Amamiya too. I don't remember actually, but I know there was like a couple gacha merch there, so you could buy it and reveal who you got and whatnot. So yeah, it was pretty cute and I really enjoyed it. I took this photo and I sent it to Amamiya senpai, and I think she really liked it. she was really happy. So I was really happy to be able to have this opportunity. So yeah, it was really fun. And after eating there, I had to go eat somewhere else again. Because we ended up meeting with everybody else. And we ate at a place that I've never heard of before. Because I don't have that near my area, I believe. I've just never really had the opportunity. But we went to this place called Haidilao, I think. And it was my first time there. I've never experienced it, but it's like hot pot. And I found it to be really fancy, actually. It was pretty awesome. I've never had it before, but I tried Haidilao for the first time. And it was really good. It was super good. Kind of wish I was able to have more. I was kind of already full from the previous cafe that I went to, Sweets Paradise. I was like, oh god, am I gonna be able to stomach all of this? And I actually was able to, so thankfully. Thankfully I was able to. But yeah, it was fancy hot pot. And we really wanted to hire like a dancing man, but because like Millie was like, we want dancing man. And the guy was already out of his shift, I guess, so we couldn't have him, unfortunately. But it was really fun, and we just ate till we could get full and basically pass out. So yeah, we ate dinner there, and then we all returned back, and then oh god, I didn't go to sleep that night. Because oh god, all because of one question, and I never went to bed ever since. But basically what happened was, and this was the night before I had to go home, so this is the night before I had to check out and go home that day. So after Haidilao, Claude asked me this question. He was like, what is one thing that you could brain rot about? Like, you could just non-stop talk about it, like, the whole time. And I was like, well... And then I proceed to tell him the entire lore about Honkai Impact 3rd. And I made him watch a bunch of videos. Mostly, I made him watch a bunch of the Chronicles videos. And I made him watch some of the cutscenes as well from the game. And I was really hyping the game up so much. And it got to the point that we got so deep into it that he then started to say, wow, this would be so crazy if I retold the entire lore at this point. And I was like, wait, actually, you could actually, because he got so invested into it, and he was like actively asking questions, and he was starting to realize that this was all just Doom Yuri at this point. And I was telling him everything about, you know, Alicia, and then also May and Kiana and Bronya and Seire, and I was just telling everything about them, and Fuhua and all the characters, and Otto and Kevin and everything. I told the story of most of what I could tell him, and it was awesome. It took the whole night, though. It took the whole night explaining the entire lore of Honkai Impact 3rd. And then we accidentally both fell asleep. And then we almost missed the checkout time. We almost both missed the checkout time. And we were like, fuck, we gotta go. And then we basically went to the airport. And then we just parted ways from there. So that was basically it. And I think some people had already left or were staying longer and such. So yeah, it was coincidentally just Claude and me again. And then we parted ways at the airport, and then I went back home and I watched a bunch of movies. I finished Trolls 1, and I ended up watching a few other classic movies because I was kind of curious. So I watched a movie called Babysitter's Club. I watched the animated Grinch, but I think I accidentally fell asleep in it because honestly it did not match up to the live action Jim Carrey one for me personally, so I fell asleep. And then the third movie I watched, or sorry, the fourth one I watched was a classic enemies to lovers movie called 10 Things I Hate About You, and I was super into it that I couldn't finish it because it was right before I was gonna land. So I ended up going home and finishing the movie on my own on Disney Plus because that's where the movie was on, and coincidentally I just had a family plan, so I ended up finishing the movie. And God, I gotta tell you guys something. This is so hilarious, but the moment I return to America, I go through the door. Like, I literally leave the plane and I go through the door to enter the customs area. And the first thing I see is literal shit scattered on the floor. There was these like two staff ladies that were like standing by the door, and they're like, "No, don't go any further. There's poop on the floor." And I look to see, and there's like literal shit scattered on the floor. And I think it might have been someone's child or someone's pet that they brought back home or something, but I was laughing my ass off in my head because I was like, wow, I really am back in America. I come home from Japan all the way to America just to find shit scattered all over the floor. I was just like, wow, this is just too accurate. This is just kind of like unironically just kind of like accurate. But that was just so funny the way I was greeted, because it was literally at the entrance of the door when I walked in. They were like, "Don't go any further. There's poop on the ground. Don't step in it. Walk around it." And I was trying my best to dodge it too, because oh my god, like that was the only way I could get through. So yeah. So anyways, that's how I waited for the passport customs and whatnot. I come back and I got picked up by my mom, and yeah, I went home. And I came home, and my younger sibling came home with Panda Express. Coincidentally, so it was nice being able to come back home and experience home life again. So yeah, I came back home and I was so happy because I have not... It honestly felt like I was going into someone else's house. So, and also turning on my PC and stuff and everything, I felt like I was turning on someone else's PC, and it was kind of weird. But that was also when I found out that my second monitor died, because it needs an AC power adapter to power on, so I had to replace that. And also my fans were needing to be replaced, so I could only replace one of them. There's still like 3 of them that are kind of like fucked up, but it's okay. It's fine. I think it's a lot of work. Also it being like slightly it being kind of pre-built too, it kind of made it a little difficult in some parts where I was like, how the fuck do I take that apart? But I was able to fix the back fan, so that was kind of the most important part. But yeah, I fixed the back part of the PC on my own, but it was kind of a pain. But yeah, I did what I could. So yeah, it was kind of complicated. I guess that is something that I probably shouldn't have done, which is buy pre-built. But at the time I was also kind of lazy. But I don't know, but I was able to get one of them down, so that's good. But now that I'm home again, Actually, it took me a while to fix my sleep schedule because when I came back home, I was getting really hungry at weird hours. Like, my stomach was growling at 3 a.m. and I also couldn't go to bed because I would get gaslit by Crisis to play or to hop on Valorant or Overwatch 2 or whatever. Because here's how it goes. And this happens on a normal too. Like, I will stay up until like 5 a.m. or whatever on a normal day. And I would go to bed. I would turn off my PC, go to bed, lay down, turn on my phone. And then I look at the Niji Discord and I'm like, okay, what's everyone up to for a bit before I fall asleep? And then all of a sudden, they're like, Hopgun? And you know me, I can't really... It's hard to really say no to that kind of thing, right? So I'm like, God damn it! Why is it always like this every time? Every time I enter my bed, it always happens like this. Like, it's like they know. It's like they know when I lay in bed or something. Like, the moment I get in bed, immediate HopCon message appears. Like, coincidentally, as I am laying in the bed, getting comfortable. And now I feel FOMO. And so I have to go back on and turn my PC and play HopCon, Valorant, and Overwatch until 8 to 10 a.m. And then I go to sleep until 5 p.m. And then my sleep schedule was fucked for 3 days straight. Until yesterday, I decided to be responsible and go to bed early. Kind of. Well, early as in 2 to 3 a.m. is early, but not 8 a.m. So I went to bed. I was actually playing Animal Crossing because I was kind of missing it and wanted to check on my island. So I was playing a bit of Animal Crossing before bed, but I went to bed. I forced myself to sleep because I knew if I didn't, I would sleep in for my stream. So I did it just for you guys. But yeah, I fixed my sleep schedule and now here I am. I didn't do much today actually. I just I went and showered and I was kind of nervous because since I recently got my hair dyed and all, I was kind of too nervous to shower at my house because, well, I have like a, you know, typical white bathtub, you know, and my hair color is kind of a bit colorful, on the colorful side. So when you wash it out, it kind of gets everywhere and it stains the bathtub, you know? So I was kind of nervous, but luckily we had bleach, a bleach spray conveniently nearby. So I was like, oh, okay, I can make this doable, and I ended up using it. So yeah, I didn't want to make the bathtub look like a murder scene, so yeah. You gotta avoid the white towels too. Yeah, about that. When I went to the the second hotel I transferred to, there was also an onsen there too, and I used it. I still wanted to use it because I didn't want to stain my own hotel room shower, because I was kind of scared that it would create a murder scene in there too. So I ended up trying to see if I can go into the public bath one, and they had white towels, and so it was kind of embarrassing because when I had to dry my hair, it was like Kool-Aid was all over it. It was just like a super colorful, like, liquid Kool-Aid all over the place, and it was like, oh no. It's just like a whole murder scene. So yeah, it was kind of embarrassing, just like walking out of there and stuff. So, but oh well. It is what it is. So what else? I'm trying to think if there's anything else I missed. I'm looking at my bullet my bullet list. I think there's so much more I probably could have added on to here too, but so far this is what I have as a summary of my whole trip. But I'm sure a lot more happened and stuff, but I just can't really remember them all from the top of my head. But yeah, I'm glad to be back now finally, and hopefully I can fix my schedule back to normal. And everything all happened right before the stream too. I got my cable and everything, and yeah, I'm back home and I can finally stream again. I'm so happy. And I also am excited for the song cover to release this week. And oh god, speaking of HopCon, we have more HopCon tomorrow. Ha 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 ha. Actually, this is super funny. I didn't know what to put for Tuesday, so I just put Valorant. On the Google calendars, I wrote Valorant question mark on my calendar. Like on Tuesday, tomorrow, I wrote Valorant question mark. And then, because I was still debating whether or not I wanted to like make it a collab or not. So I did. I said collab, or I think it was like last night, I think. Last night I pinged and said, hey, HopCon anyone? And it was actually super hilarious because before I even said anything and I still had the Valorant question mark on the Google calendar, I see Claude put his Valorant stream right before mine, like 1 hour before my Valorant question mark on the calendar. And I was like, wait a second. This guy is trying to be slick. And I knew eventually when I was gonna ask about the collab, he was gonna react to it. I just knew for a fact. He's not gonna miss any sort of opportunity for HopCon with the homies. So, yeah. I kind of just figured that would happen, so... Yippee! HopCon! I also did ranked for the first time on my own solo, and it was cancerous. Solo ranked Valorant is cancerous. And, I got myself into Bronze 2, which is actually, you know what? I say is pretty impressive. Bronze 2 is pretty impressive as a first time. I've never ranked at all in my life in Valorant, so I guess that's a good starter, I guess. But some of them are very, very horrible. But yeah, I tried getting to ranked, and I'm also trying to catch up on Overwatch 2. Oh yeah, because since I've been gone for 2 weeks, I have to catch up really fast because I really want the Mystic, or whatever you call it, Moira skin. I really need it super badly. And also Honkai Star Rail, I need to get Sparkles. I have to get Sparkles really quickly before she goes, so I'm excited. I'm super excited to play games again. And continue Honkai Impact 3rd Part 2. Hopefully it's as good as the first one. Hopefully. Although, I'm gonna be honest, guys. This is just my personal thought process of how I'm going to approach this. But with Honkai Impact 3rd Part 2, you know, beginning its new journey, I'm gonna pray and hope that it's very much like the first game in terms of good story writing and character developments, and you know, I had character attachments too. Like I was attached to Kiana, Bronya, everyone. I had them all. I would die for them. I would literally I would isekai myself by Truck-kun, and I would kill for these girls. Like I grew so attached to these girls. But basically I'm just kind of waiting to see if part 2 will be similar or not. But if it's not going that direction, and if I'm not getting attached to it, I might wait and see. I might wait on it because I guess one of my biggest fears is I don't want it to turn into like a Star Rail situation, or you know, like I just don't have much growing attachment easily to them. Like I might still be interested at a safe distance, but not on a level where I feel like I would need to get hit by Truck-kun for the girls. The girls in part 1. I would die for them. I love them. I love them so much. Everyone in part 1, I love them all. They're all so well written, you know? So, hopefully we'll have to see. I hope that part 2 will be just as the same. Not the same storyline or anything, I just want the same level of connection. A deeper connection that I had with the girls in part 1. And yeah. Maybe, and I hope the antagonist is as evil as Otto. Or even worse even. I don't know. I feel like that's one of the biggest things, is having a motivating antagonist too. Like, I think Otto was a great character to have, and hopefully they have someone just as evil as him in a mastermind in Honkai Impact Part 2. And well, I haven't seen much of it, but I hope it's a guy again. I hope it's a guy. I'm not gonna lie. I hope it's a guy villain, because I think it's just a really great contrast. Because I think it would be very nice to have some variety. So, but yeah. Let me see if there's anything else here. Yeah, I think that's all I have. If anything pops up in my head, I'll talk more about it. But as of right now, I think I've pretty much said everything I needed to say for the Japan trip. And I'm home. I'm home. I'm so home. I'm super duper uber home. And I can't wait to stream again. Yippee! I'm so happy. And also thank you guys so much for the supas, by the way. Thank you guys. Let me catch up a little bit here. Me and Jackson and Icy and Naija. And also thank you guys. And Desmond too, thank you. Also thanks for the artworks too. I've been watching the hashtags too. I've seen the arts and stuff, so thank you. And Sebastian too, thank you. And Ronan Music as well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. And Tai King, thank you. And Deuce Ex Machina, thank you. Thank you so much. And Shirogane Ryoko, thank you. And Sportball Otaku 21, thank you. Thank you. Is anyone in NIJISANJI gonna watch March Madness? What is March Madness? March Madness? Is this... Oh, wait. Okay, it's sports stuff. I don't know anything about sports. College basketball? Oh, sorry. I think basketball is like probably the least sport I'm interested in, I guess. I don't mind basketball, but it's not my forte, or whatever the word is. It's not my specialty. As a very short person, yeah, it's just really not possible. I think it's very much catered towards very tall people, and as a short person, it's hard for me to have fun in basketball. But I do enjoy volleyball. Volleyball or softball, I enjoy. But I don't know if anyone's gonna watch it. I mean, I don't really know anyone who's sporty in Ian, so I don't know. Also, oh, actually, that just sparked something in me. There was this anime I discovered that I did not know of, and I guess the new season is popping right now, and it has a really quirky opening. Mashly or Mashley. It's like basically the parody of Harry Potter anime. And I binge watched the first season, or up until like episode 6 maybe. 6 or 7. I watched that immediately as soon as I got home, because I was so interested as to how they were going to, like, all I've been told about it was that it's basically basically a parody of Harry Potter. The guy, he's like a non-magic user, but he goes to a magic school as a non-magic user, and because he wasn't born with that kind of power, I guess. And he's basically the One Punch Man. He's like One Punch Man of the show, and he's like super strong physically because he can't do magic, so he might as well learn how to be super strong with his fist and all. And he basically just conquers magic with his physicalness. And I was so... The first opening is such a banger, but the second one is such a whiplash. The first one's like a really cool, badass, like shonen OP, and then the second season opening is this crazy whiplash of an opening that I can't really describe. It's just so non-serious. It's like such a non-serious show, and I love it. And there's this one character I really like, but they really gave him the worst character traits. They really messed him up with these character traits that I was like, oh, come on. There's this really hot guy. His name is whatchamacallit? Why am I already blanking on his name? I can't remember names. Oh, Lance. I was like, oh my god, Lance, he's so hot. And then all of a sudden, Siscon man, I'm like, oh god damn it. Oh my god. I did not expect that whole bit to come. But I feel like they did this on purpose. They had to make the most attractive man in this cast to be the one that has the Siscon. It was so funny. I was dying. I was like, no way. No way. But I also kind of like Dot Barrett. Dot Barrett is... He reminds me of Rengoku. He's like Rengoku, but if he was like... I don't know how to describe it. Is it... what's the right term for this? Hold on, let me make sure I have my terminologies correct. He's kind of like Boyfail maybe? I don't know. Rengoku Boyfail maybe? I don't know how to describe it. Cause like his like sole purpose or whatever is just to literally prove himself better than like these, I don't know. He had this whole bit about how do I describe it? It's not spoilers, right? I guess. Like had this whole bit about how like he like all the girls just go after like, oh god, how do I don't know how to describe this. I'm not good at these kinds of things. But you kind of get what I'm talking about. Like he's the one that no girl goes after for, or like even if a girl does, it's just not for genuine love or anything. Like he just wants to prove himself basically. And you know, because the main character guy, he gets the girls kind of, and or like the Lance guy, he gets all the girls and whatnot, but they don't like do much. I guess. I don't really know. He's just funny. I like him. And also that one character, Lemon. That Lemon girl is funny. I don't know much about her, but she's just funny. Like I feel like she's just a relatable person as like part of the cast. She's just that one relatable girl because she's just heavily in love with the main guy. Like she like fangirls over him, and honestly she just kind of resonates our energy for the people who are heavily simping over MASH. And also Finn. I like Finn too. He's like soft boy. And oh my god, what is that one character? I can't remember. I don't think there's anyone else, but I'm still like not I'm only like halfway-ish, so but I'm enjoying the anime. I'm probably gonna continue as soon as possible and whatnot, but I'll see. I'm trying to binge watch and catch up on a lot of things all at once, so I also have a lot of work I need to catch up on too. I have a lot of recordings I need to do at home, so for the next 1 or 2, sorry, maybe 3 weeks. For the next 3 weeks, I'll be recording a bunch of stuff, so I may or may not be super busy. I'll try my best to stream a lot though, as much as possible, because I wanna be able to spend as much time as I can with you guys. So, so yeah. Thank you guys, everyone, again. Thank you all, and also thank you, Jackson for gifting, and Salty0. Thank you guys. Thanks for the supers. Thank you. I appreciate I appreciate everyone for the warm welcome. And yeah, I've been thinking about you all, and I've just been watching Twitter every day, and I don't know how to describe it. I missed you all. I don't know how to explain it in better terms, but it felt wrong for me to not stream. Like, these past few weeks, I just was like, wow, this feels wrong. I don't want to. I can't keep on, like, not streaming. It's hard. It feels wrong to actually enjoy life for a bit. To touch grass. So, that's just all I've been feeling this past few weeks. I just thought it was so wrong for me to touch grass for a bit, so... But now we're back into the routine of no grass touching for now. Gotta make up for everything again, so yeah. Yippee. Oh yeah, and true, back to the gym as well. Actually, my my gym instructor texted me. They were like, "Hey, I hope the trip to Japan was awesome. Let me know when you get back into your routine after the trip, so I know when I'll see you back. Talk to you soon." That's what they texted me, and I was like, oh, I haven't replied yet, but I'm basically kind of like, I'm waiting to see if my sleep schedule will stay consistent, because I don't want to commit and then not show up on accident or sleep in. So, maybe I'll return on Wednesday or Friday, maybe, or maybe next week on Monday. I'm not really sure yet. We'll see. I have to make sure the sleep schedule stays consistent, because who knows if I randomly decide to hopcon at 5 a.m. because of a certain group of people. So, yeah. We'll see. But yeah. I have so many plans, so I'm so excited to get back into routine and also start on some new games. I still have so many games I have in my queue list. Like, I think Little Goody Two Shoes or whatever is still something I want to play, and I gotta finish Alone in the Dark. I also have Yakuza, the next Yakuza game, in the backlogs too, since we recently finished one right before I left for Japan. So, any chance for Helldivers? I do actually. I haven't been able to try it off stream yet, but one of these days I will, and I don't know if we'll be able to on stream yet, so I'm still waiting on that. Actually, I'm the one who asked about the game too, so if we do, I'll be able to play it though. We'll see though. Also, thank you, Leah, for the Akasupa! Thank you! Oh my god, the 5 likes! 10 likes! Wait, thank you! Thank you so much! Oh my gosh, I forget that there's a like system in the super chats. Kind of so weird to see. Wait, thank you though. Thank you so much. I'm so happy, and I'm glad I was able to tell some very juicy stories. There was so much that we did. Honestly, we just ate so much, and I don't know. I feel like I ate way too much fancy than I did with just regular minor stuff. Like, I really just enjoy eating konbini food and whatnot. I actually tried a famichiki for the first time as well, and it was so good. I'm not much of a meat person, like I said before, but I think the famichiki was so good. It's just chicken, but it's like freshly made and it's super good. Ah, I kind of want more, or different flavors of it even. I kind of already miss it, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed Japan. Like, I wish I could have stayed longer, or, you know, would shortly come back to it. But it's a very expensive trip. So, I gotta budget and save. 'Cause, I have so many plans, so many commission plans. So I'm excited. I'm also trying to set up another song cover. Actually, I have another one down the line, which won't be until maybe summer. So I'm excited. I'm excited to show some new stuff that will come down the line and stuff. So yippee yippee. I'm excited. Yeah. Ooh, oh my god, I didn't think I was gonna talk for 3 hours. Ooh, oh god, sorry. Not the yawns. I didn't think I was gonna speak for 3 hours straight. That's crazy. I'm not really used to yapping, but I guess when I have a lot of stories, I'm able to talk for a long time. Huh. I don't usually have a lot of stories when I talk. That's why I'm not so good with zatsus, but I'm glad I was able to feed something. If there's anything, like I said, if there's anything I forgot to mention, it'll probably come up in stream later down the line, or it might be triggered by like other people, because like I feel like if I talk to other people and like the thing comes up, then I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember, you know. So maybe during a near future collab, we'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that, blah blah blah. So if there's anything we didn't clarify or whatnot, it might show up later down the line. So but yeah, I hope I got everything much as I could describe. I guess I can also like look through my photos, because I did take so many photos. I only showed you like 5 photos out of like the 100 I took, but let me see. I think that's pretty much all we did. I think I pretty much have everything. Oh, I saw a bunch of Honkai Impact 3rd advertisements of the part 2 all over Japan. They had Honkai Impact 3rd part 2 posters, and they also had they had Blue Archive posters. They have Love in Deep Space. Love in Deep Space was also a poster I saw there as well. And let's see what else. Oh my gosh. When you go to Japan, they have some crazy Twitter advertisements that show up on my timeline. I would go on my Twitter in Japan and it would recommend, like, basically they recommend advertisements like based on like your location and stuff. So it automatically gives me Japanese advertisements. And some of them are quite crazy. Like sometimes I would get an advertisement about a hentai or something, or like a doujinshi. Like it'll literally show like half or maybe even just the nudes, and I'm like, what the hell? Like sometimes I would go on my fan art tag and it would just randomly pop out of nowhere for me and jump scare me. I promise you it's definitely not because it's catered to me or anything like that. It's just random. But yeah. I think... Oh. Yeah, I think I looked at my photos and I think I basically got everything. I think we're good. We're good. Oh, I gotta delete this. I gotta get rid of the song cover. off my phone. That thing probably takes so much gigs. Or megabytes or whatever you call it. Recommends aquariums all across Japan probably now. I know, I'm like a Japan aquarium expert now, which is kind of funny because I don't even usually go to a ton of them in America either. But Japan, they have it so convenient and easy to get into, so... And it's like easy access by like the subway, so... It's like pretty nice. How many yakinikus did you have? I don't know, probably 4 or 5 times maybe? I think. Probably 4 or 5 times, I think, is a good number. Yeah. 4 or 5 times. That's like out of 2 weeks, so it's kind of a lot. If you think about it. It's very fancy food. Like, yakiniku is not cheap. It's hella expensive. It's always usually the premium stuff too, so... You know it's gonna be expensive. But it's super good. Oh, God. My mouth is watering just thinking about it. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of getting a little sick of the food in Japan because, well, I mean, I love Japan food, but, like, not gonna lie, going out eating every day was, like, a bit much for me. And, I was simply happy with just konbini food, too, but there was times where we were eating fancy a bit too much, and then it just got so much to the point that I had to... well, for me personally, I can't really eat too much. Like, I can't do buffets and stuff and grab multiple plates. So, I had to sometimes skip breakfast or like sometimes lunch just to be able to stomach dinners and stuff. Cause like I know for a fact I'm gonna get super hungry or super full easily. So. It was kind of crazy. It was a bit much, but I also wanted to just spend time with everyone too, so... I tried not to order too much for myself. But yeah. But I also wanted to make it worth it too, so I was kind of like struggling between whether or not it's worth it to get everything and just suffer, or, you know, take care of myself, I guess. Yeah. And then finally when I got home, I looked in my fridge and there was like nothing. It's just a bunch of random stuff that don't mix well together and stuff, and missing ingredients everywhere. So, I basically just I was kind of regretting / missing Japan food. Like right now, I'm regretting it. Like I wish I could eat more Japan food right now because I couldn't miss it. I took it for granted. Now there's like nothing in my house. There's not much other than making a simple sandwich or I don't know, just like I don't know. My parents, they haven't really been doing much, honestly. They kind of just like let us dig in the kitchen for whatever, but it's like I'm not really in charge of the groceries or anything, so I just have to find whatever's there, and honestly there's not much. There isn't much I can make out of it, but I can make simple things, but sometimes I get tired of making the simple things too and want more variety and whatnot, so yeah. I hope next time when I go to Japan, there was something I kind of wish we all did, but I know we didn't have time for it. Initially, I thought we were going to be able to go to the Universal Studios Japan. I wanted to go to USJ, but we didn't have time to go there during the Kyoto trip. So I hope next time we can go again. And mostly the big reason why I wanted to go there is because there was a Monster Hunter collab there. They had this like diner based or themed after Monster Hunter World, and I really wanted to go there, but unfortunately not this time around. And the event was happening right around the days I was there too, so it was so sad. But we were unable to do so. We had other plans, so man. But we'll see. Maybe next time. But Oh wells. Next time, USJ, Japan. Otherwise, I wouldn't mind going to Disneyland or Disney Sea again in Japan. It was pretty fun. I'm trying to think what else. I want to go to so many places in Japan. I feel like there's still a lot we haven't done yet, so hopefully next time we'll have another opportunity again. But yeah, it was really fun, and I was glad I was able to meet a ton of people and faces I've never seen before. I think I've met most of the girls already, but I think meeting the guys was nice too. Just being able to meet up and we all kind of bonded together, so it's a very fun trip. So yeah, it was pretty fun. And hopefully we'll have another one again someday. So. But now I'm back home and I can finally hang out with you guys. Yippee! You guys are... Oh god, sorry. You guys are all gonna have to catch me up on a bunch of things. Oh god. Okay, the jet lag I think is hitting right now. I woke up at 8 a.m. this morning and I think the tiredness is hitting right now. Maybe that's why I'm yawning so much right now. Oopsies! So how is solo leveling? I have to catch up on that! I've seen it trending and oh my god! I just really want to catch up on solo leveling because I heard like recent episodes are been banging and I don't know. I heard the recent episodes have been banging and I want to catch up right away because I want to know what happens. I don't know where I left off. I might have been left off at 6 or something, or I don't know. I need to catch up, so we'll see. Maybe I'll do that tonight or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that while I'm playing Animal Crossing. Also, I actually have a meeting soon, or later, so I may have to end the stream very soon. But that's when I'll multitask or whatever. Maybe I'll do that. That's what I usually do when I'm like participating in meetings and stuff. I just do something on the side. Oh yeah, that's right. Actually, no, I should probably end stream because actually this is one thing I also wanted to keep in mind. Vivi's birthday. Thank you for also reminding me. I did want to raid her stream, and I think it just started like what 15 minutes ago. So yeah, I'm going to set up the raid actually. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone. I'm going to set it up to her birthday stream once again. Victoria. Oh wait, right there. I found it. Okay. Yippee! Okay, I have it set up to Vivi's stream. Okay. Yay! Okay. Maybe I should... I'm probably gonna wrap it up here. Also, thank you for the super! Thank you! Thank you. I'm probably gonna wrap it up now since I want you guys to hang out with Vivi because Vivi's a sweet girl and I want you all to spend time with her on her birthday since I think this is her first birthday stream, so, and I know how it feels with it being first birthdays and stuff. It's pretty nervous and, or what is it? It's pretty, what's the word? Not nervous. I feel like, a different word for nervous, but I had an ESL moment, okay? Nerve-wracking, yes, thank you. Yes, it's very nerve-wracking to do your first birthday stream. So yeah, I want you all to spend time with her because she's awesome. And thank you Common Knight, thanks for the super. Thank you guys, thank you all. I'm going to send you all to her now, so thank you guys, thank you for the warm welcome, and go have fun with Vivi now for today. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for some HopCon, and I will try to go to sleep on time, I promise. Actually, I feel think maybe I should stay up tonight because I woke up at 8 a.m. this morning, and maybe it's not such a good idea for me to go to bed early like now, because I might feel sleepy for the stream. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But thank you everyone. Otsufina, Otsufish. Thank you everyone. I'll see you all on Vivi's stream. So thank you all for the warm welcome, and I'll see you all there. So bye bye. Make sure to say happy birthday to Vivi and send her lots of love. So bye bye. Bye bye everyone. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye.